This episode brought to you by Sony and Marvel, the Sam and Diane of movie studios. They're in love.
Will they? Won't they? Does anybody get the reference?
I don't even.
Hey, everybody. We're watching Spider-Man Far From Home, and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Welcome to Miscast Commentary's Movie Marathon.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
With two guys actually crazy enough to get this done.
And I have a bow and arrow.
Now here are your hosts,
Language!
Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Man Murray.
Ooh, extra word.
Right.
We are at another end of another, this is a little mini marathon compared to the last one, of course, but we're back up to date, essentially, is what we're saying here. Final movie.
Bummer. Exciting.
Yeah.
Little bittersweet.
Yeah, but we get back to
Melancholy.
our meat and potatoes, watching much older movies than this.
I agree.
And
I miss some 80s action.
you betcha. But the only way we can finish this stretch of movies is by starting this specific one, and that's by pressing play.
Now.
Good job.
Miscast Commentary does it like nobody does.
Sorny. So thankfully, we live in a world now where we can watch this and know that all the shit that we thought was going to happen with Spider-Man, like being yanked off of the MCU and stuff like that.
Those were
and all
scary
that.
times.
It was like it was basically like the Brooklyn Nine-Nine cancellation. It was like everybody freaked out for a minute and it was fixed before anybody really understood what was going on.
Like when they were talking to like celebrities, what do you think of this? It was like, oh God, when does the Sony deal run out? When do they have him forever?
I don't think so, but
Oh, you know
It's
they're not
for
going to
a-
let go of that with it for a pretty penny.
Oh, well, they're not going to let it go till the day they have to.
Oh, exactly.
Right? It's not going to
But
be
then it's probably up to, well, no, then the rights probably revert back to Marvel. I don't know how that kind of deal works.
The rights would usually revert back to the originating thing, but
Disney.
I have no idea how long that's going to take.
I'm glad that I am very, very thankful, and this is maybe a bad thing to say, but I'm glad that they were shitty for Sony, because then they were like, we want to make this character something, we better give him back to Marvel.
Yeah.
Who seems to be the only people that know how to, them and Roger Corman, how to make a real superhero movie.
Just keep in mind, the very first line of this movie, I want you to think about that because I'm going to call back to it later. Just
What was it?
It was just the first word she said was Nick.
Nick.
Boom. We have a green.
Oh, I thought that I really, really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's cool. I don't know, for some reason, we didn't really discuss this one very much, and I felt like you wouldn't have. I don't know why. I don't know why. I didn't
What
have
do you
it. There's no tangible reason for me. I was like, I don't feel like this one's up his alley coming out of Avengers. But then you had your feelings that you did about
I
Avengers.
really like this film.
Yeah, no, that's good. I did too.
I think they did a great job with Gyllenhaal. Oh, that's my jam right there.
I think it's funny, but also the fact that you have, it's got some, crazy Spider-Man-y action. And I think they did a decent job with Mysterio, the way they adapted him into the MCU.
I like that they are really I complain a lot sometimes, well, just in general, but about how I feel like they the days.
Right.
I wear knee pads now for multiple reasons. Is this for Whitney, in memoriam to Whitney Houston?
Yeah. No, this is a weird in memoriam that they had.
Anyways, but I'm always like, they kind of fast track the stories and these characters, but they seem to be taking their somewhat time with Spider-Man because, like Venom 2's got Carnage already. You know what I mean? Like this one, we got Vulture, who's, I think, a very strange pick for their first bad guy, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And then now they choose, me too, and now they choose Mysterio, and they're really working into it.
Yeah. Something that's interesting too, I love that what they deal with, because this takes place 8 months after the snap back, as it were. Yeah, like people have now changed in age. Like now it's like so if when they were all in the same class, there are people who are 5 years older now because they kept aging while the other people were.
This was a big.
Oh, this is crazy.
A big question answered because it was like, what did happen with these people?
And that's the thing. All I wanted, honestly, was a bunch of those Marvel. I just wanted a bunch of those Marvel shorts and stuff like that were just like, hey, what happened here during the thing? What happened here?
Did he ever grow?
Oh, yeah, he looks great. That's
my little brother's now older than me.
But it's interesting because that's actually forgive me for using this word, but it's actually a reality that these guys would have to be dealing with, right? Like
it's not right. It's not fair. They should have to. They were there. They went to school. Why do they got to restart?
Well, they don't have to restart. They just have to pick up where they left off.
No, they said because some of them were already there, and now they have to restart school. He said it's unfair.
Oh, I don't
because half their classmates just came back and they're like a year or whatever behind.
Oh, he's got a plan.
Oh, he's got a plan. All right.
Tom Holland. They did such a good job casting him. I really think, Sully.
I think that they've done a great job too.
And that's been a hard thing. Maybe because they're also casting. I think because they're casting different stages of him. Like they've been casting more college age.
Right.
And stuff like that. But it's like the high school Spider-Man that's kind of the meat and potatoes of everything, especially in the Civil War, was perfect because he's just so kind of blown away by everybody. And then the way it fell into Homecoming where it showed his like short video of him like filming everything that was going on while he was there and stuff. It's just so.
Do they have a plan? When's the next one coming out? Or no, there's no
2021.
Wicked.
Yeah, it's coming. It's and they do have a plan. Word is that Kraven the Hunter's going to be their bad guy.
That's another guy. That's like Kraven the Hunter,
right? Well, and it's cool because they're doing what Batman kind of failed to do. It's like when you talk about Batman, it's like we're going with these three dudes. We're going Joker, we're going Penguin, we're going like Catwoman, Riddler or whoever, like Catwoman, whatever. It's like we're gonna go with these people because those are the big ones that everybody knows. And like people are like, oh, they're not gonna think about Killer Croc. We'll throw him in a fucking Suicide Squad movie or some shit, right? Whereas like these guys, they're like, no, let's introduce more people into it and get like cool actors to play them and stuff. Actually, Tom Holland, apparently talking to the directors and Kevin Feige and stuff, wanted. Well, what's his face?
Kraven the Hunter reminds me of Buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. They wanted Jason
Black Panther.
Oh, really? Okay.
What's his name? And he's always hunting Black Panther.
Oh, what?
Ulysses.
Oh, Claw.
What was his name? Oh yeah, Claw.
Claw. Yeah. I feel
like who could play Kraven? I don't even know Kraven the Hunter.
Well, that's what
he wears furs though.
Yes, he does. Well, what Tom Holland wanted, he wanted Jason Momoa to play him.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not mad at that.
That'd be cool.
I don't know much about the character, but he'd look badass in those big furs and stuff like that, right? Apparently, if you keep an eye out during this charity bit, you'll actually see a poster for Crusher Hogan.
Oh, no way.
Somewhere, yeah, who is...
That's not really him, is it?
Yeah, he's in there.
Does she know now that he's Spider-Man?
She does know, yeah. Remember, because at the end of the first one, she sees him, like, with his mask off.
Right.
With the beautiful end. What the fuck?
Thank you, Aunt Jim. I mean, jeez, bad at this. He's just like his real life persona.
I'm always spoiling everything.
What a beautiful Aunt May.
Oh, God. Next level. She'll be 70 years old and still just.
See, I'm playing the PS4 game now. That suit's in there. A lot of the suits from this movie are in the game. You know what's weird about the game is like, I don't know if they made up the bad guys in the game. But I thought there was going to be like a prison break, or like there's a real lack of boss fights, and a lack of here he is, and a lack of just major guys. Like I'm 70 way through there was only one boss fight, which was versus the Shocker, and now it's just been this new gang of toughs because I took out Wilson Fisk in the very beginning.
Nice.
They're like the Dragons or something.
Oh, okay.
Some Mr. Light or something. I'm like, that's it. There hasn't been Rhino. There's nobody. I'm like, what the hell is everybody?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for it.
I was like, I thought there'd be a prison break, and give me some fights here and there, or I'm just like fighting street toughs the whole goddamn time.
This is between all three of these guys, just excellent chemistry. Like her and him have this hilarious.
She just said she's going to go change into a vegetarian lasagna.
Yeah, that's
and winked at both of them. See?
Yeah. Nick Fury is calling you. This is such an interesting thing too, because I think everybody had the same real question when Endgame finished. They're like, so now what? And it was kind of interesting to start with. Well, it was kind of ballsy to start with Spider-Man in the first place because they didn't have any like deal or anything beyond this movie with them. So it was kind of like a real fucking Hail Mary to go with him and then hope that they can continue it, right?
Imagine that the next Sony was the next, like, they were like, no, and then it was Tom Holland in a Sony Spider-Man because they wouldn't friggin' give him back over. Would he be stuck with them?
I honestly don't know what the deal would be, to be honest. Like, I don't know who hired him. I don't know.
Yeah, like, how does that work? Is he stuck stuck to Spider-Man no matter what happens to the rights? Or?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think they would have had to recast him, which would have re-ruined Spider-Man. And that would have been kind of hilarious to me if they would have had to go with somebody else. Then they have like, people would just be like, oh, great, like the 5th Spider-Man this month. And then they'd just be all like out of this.
And Miles Morales is in the game too, so I have this feeling that Peter Parker's going to die at some point. And
yeah, I think that was going to be their game plan. If Spider-Man went back to Sony,
they would have Miles Morales route.
They could have gone that route. I think that was I think that's something that's actually within their rights to do.
So the people in Miscast Commentary Universe, this episode will probably be way later.
Yes,
but this is during the COVID-19.
Why can't you just properly you know how to pronounce it? Why can't you just pronounce?
I don't watch the news because it's all fake. Okay. Yeah. But I have been
keep
stuck.
calling it COVID-19.
We're supposed to work from home now, and I work at a call center.
Yeah.
And the other day, see, I said call center. This all works out. He's talking on his phone.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so they're like, they slap a computer on my desk, and they're like, you got to work from home now. And I'm like, I'm a caveman. I don't know what the fuck. So it took me like a whole day to set the computer up. She just threw a dildo at him.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, just had a flashback. 70s acid,
I love them calling the Spidey sense the Peter tingle. It's friggin' banana.
I get the Peter tingle all the time.
Yeah.
It's more of an itch.
My Peter's always tingling.
Yeah, it's kind of an itchy kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like go home and work from home. So I was just very thankful that we're doing this tonight because I've been stuck inside for 2 days trying to get a fucking computer to work. And I thought my brain was going to explode.
Thankfully, I can get a computer to work. So
the best thing is that now that I work from home, they cannot tell me to stop masturbating while speaking to customers because they're not there to say it.
They can only ask politely. You saw the BFP on his luggage. That was for Benjamin Franklin Parker. That was his Uncle Ben's old luggage. I would like to have maybe like a flashback of Uncle Ben in one of the movies. I don't want the with great power.
Get up, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. I don't want like the with great power comes great responsibility. I'd love like just some lesson that he happens to learn from his uncle, just kind of along the way. But get somebody huge to play his Uncle Ben. Get like George Clooney to play Uncle Ben.
Like he's like, oh yeah, I remember when Uncle Ben told me, and he gets slapped in the head. And he's like, don't eat yellow snow, and that's it. That's the lesson, or don't drink things you find under the sink, you stupid idiot.
I liked that bit too. The Flash there was drinking, and they called him out because his ID says that he was born at a certain time. He's like, no, he's not 21. He's like he blipped, so he's only 16.
The blip, hey, I could go for the blip.
Yeah,
come back years younger.
Yeah. Oh, God knows what kind of world you end up in. Imagine 5 years ago you disappeared and you showed back up today with everything that's going on. You'd be like, good night.
Sonny and Cher still have an awful show.
Actually, she's an Oscar winner and he's a congressman.
So wait a second. So first he says no to Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't say no. He just sends it to voicemail.
No, that's Nick Fury.
Thank God. Fury. Who did I fucking say?
Tony Stark.
Oh, yeah. You did. Oh my God! You didn't answer that
call.
You
definitely pick up that call.
So it really works out coincidentally that he shuts down Fury and then goes on his vacation, and they were gonna send him there anyways because of this craziness. Yeah. What do you know?
Oh, Martin Starr, who's in Silicon Valley and all these other things. What was it? Knocked Up. All these different things. He's hilarious.
He's like, I can feel the hive starting already. That worked out way horrible.
Yeah. Man, we never got any of these trips, eh?
I know. What the hell? This is a movie trip.
No, that's not true, though. My sister went on a trip like this.
Sometimes they go to Quebec and...
No, she went to London and Paris.
No shit.
For a friggin' school trip, and I never let her hear the end of it. I was like, my mom wouldn't let me go on a 3-day ski trip like up north, and send scared.
Yeah, and then sends her to Paris.
What
the hell, eh?
That's all
That's why
good.
you get to be the first poor kid.
Yeah.
Look, he's sitting next to some dude that clearly is making a stopover in Wakanda. Look at that guy. He looks like some right out of 80s, like fucking the Golden Child.
And the other guy's going to Las Vegas to the Sam Neill impersonators competition.
Oh, that Zendaya.
Yes.
Oh my God. He's like, you want to smell that?
So the movie's directed by John Watts, who directed Homecoming and is also going to be directing the sequel.
Nice.
Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, who also wrote the Homecoming and are writing the sequel, did this. Just a reminder with them, they worked on American Dad, Community, Lego Batman, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Wow.
So yeah, they've got a nice
They have a lot of, they wrote them all.
Yeah, those are all the things they've written. And Tom Holland recently in Doolittle and Onward. Onward probably going to take a little bit of a beating because of all this box office hullabaloo. Hullabaloo. He's got the sequel coming up. He's in Uncharted coming up. He's in a movie called Chaos Walking with Daisy Ridley. He's in Mads Mikkelsen is also in that. He's in a movie The Devil All the Time that's actually being produced by Jake Gyllenhaal's production company that Robert Pattinson is also going to be in. And
but I hope you washed your hands after digging around in the toilet there.
yeah, you got to do what you got to do, right? And then he's, as we mentioned last week, he is in the movie Cherry with directed by the Russo brothers. So a lot
He looks like he's all drugged up.
yeah, a lot of
He's really
Disney
trying to show off
tie-ins.
his acting chops in that one.
Yeah.
Well, he just got a hand job on the plane. He's cool as a cucumber. Look at him.
That'd be wonderful. Could you imagine if this just had like the friggin' like the R-rated sensibilities of a Porky's on top of?
Porky's.
I'm totally gonna get her to blow me, bro.
Every movie should be the Porky's version.
Yes.
You're like, why? And everyone says the Porky's. You're like, where's the original version? Who cares?
Forget about the Snyder cut. I want the Porky's cut.
Look at now. Now Peter's like, well, no, I thought we were gonna be cool, bros forever. Yeah. Now you'd been in the same fucking situation if it was Zendaya there, would have rocked your world.
Oh God, yeah.
Join the old Mile High Club.
Uh-oh. What are we sniffing?
It's filled with dog
That is like
food.
the oldest luggage in the world. I bought a piece of... Oh, shit.
He's into sex play.
That'd be amazing.
They see him all the time, I'll bet.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, she doesn't. That reminds me so much of just the way Border Patrol is.
Tony Stark's, eh?
Yeah. Well, I like the way they did this for him because, like, there's no escape for him of, like, that, right?
Hopefully Natasha was next on that whole montage, but we didn't get to see it.
She did get the, she got that in memoriam at the beginning. But they also counted Captain America dead because he's gone. So I think everybody just declared him dead.
This looks beauty, eh?
Uh-huh. Oh, God, I would love to go
perfect
here so
crane
bad.
for some Spider-Man crane action.
That's one awful thing about the place that, like, nobody seems to think about is the fact that this is a place that is constantly sinking. Like, that crane in the background was not, like, by accident. They're constantly trying to rescue this place.
Right, because it's always... wasn't this in the one James Bond movie?
Yes, it was. It was in...
That's where his girl died.
Yeah, it was in Casino Royale. It's one of the one of the places like went under or whatever. It was fantastic. I'd love to go. I would love to go to Italy.
Oh, I just get waterlogged?
Yeah, I would do. I want that
get
too.
your shoes wet?
This place is sinking. Looks like a bunch of bongs and sex toys in that glass case on the window back.
Oh my lord! I wore flip flops.
Oh, you don't wear flip flops to fucking Italy. Don't do
God.
it.
That's how you get athlete's foot, man. The whole place has got athlete's fucking
There's
feet.
no goddamn place in the world I'm not wearing shoes. I can't. I'm not going to any foreign land. I was like, because I'll be the one to come back with a weird toe fungus that nobody in North America has ever seen before.
It's not even a fungus. It's some sort of animal.
Yeah.
Well, I guess fungus is kind of.
It's actually just linguine
oh
stuck
my god,
between
buddy!
my
Like,
toes.
come on now. Oh yeah. Whoa.
It must have been fun for them because like they get a lot of comedians and stuff. Like they had Hannibal Buress in the first one and stuff like that. It's just like Must be fun. That reminded me too. Actually, some woman at Disney at Epcot taking the tour around that lake thing or whatever.
Right.
She dropped her iPhone in, and I guess every now and again they dig through and they dig up all the dead iPhones, and they found hers. It was still working like
No way.
3 months later.
Hey, good phone.
So I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good commercial. I was people started like going underneath, and they're like, oh yeah, because like they were complaining that they're like, oh, we lost all the photos and stuff like that, and they're like, it's got iCloud, stupid, and they're like, it only connects when it's on Wi-Fi, stupid. It was really just this, again, because everything on the internet has to be a fight instead of, oh, that's nice, they got their phone back.
You're an idiot. Yeah, somebody's gonna say something stupid.
I think we just missed it, but if you watch around, you'll actually see people spying on Spider-Man during this whole thing. This movie is lousing with foreshadowing and stuff like that. I want to get back to a little bit of it like later on once it kind of like comes out.
Is that word you just said? Lousing?
Yes, like it's like a infestation.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, I like that. Good. Did you just learn that word and you had to throw it in there?
No, I've known that word for a while.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure I've used it on this podcast before. I know you don't listen that hard, but it's like... But yeah, no, like right before he bought that little necklace for her, apparently you can see Jake Gyllenhaal in the background, like plain clothes with like glasses on and stuff like that. Nice. She's really good for this role. Like I like that. I like this version of MJ that they put forth. I know like she's not the redhead that they want and stuff.
No, I like that though, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Oh, the big old crab. Oh, crabs everywhere. Yo, I don't know, the idea of going somewhere and having just like all you're looking at is other tourists. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
I can get my wife to go anywhere if the food's cool. Like Vegas wouldn't have meant much to either of us, but I was all in it for the shows and the food, and she was in it for the food. She was just like, as long as we go eat at cool places, I'm good. And I agreed because we ate at some awesome places.
And I agreed. Shit.
I signed off on that. That would actually be the most fun gondola ride in existence, right?
I chose you double. We did that on purpose. That's part of the ride. So it's this thing.
Hey, I dropped my pizza. Imagine that it was like all the crazy nonsense. There's no such, but it's an interesting idea too to explore, because we've explored like Spider-Man not wanting to be Spider-Man anymore in other movies and stuff like that. But just the idea of like, I can't have a normal life for 5 minutes. Like, I just want to be a kid and just like I've got a second chance.
What did because this shit's really destroying stuff.
Yes.
So this is no illusion, like.
Well, it's not an illusion per se, but like what you're seeing is an illusion. So like what's happening is kind of underneath it, making destruction happen. Like things are slamming into it. Just it's those. Well, and it's also yeah, you know what I mean. Like
yeah.
It's like there are things.
Oh, here's that thing we saw. If you watch the.
Yeah, on the Blu-ray.
The Blu-ray DVD. Man, I want to check that out, actually. I haven't seen this director does the action really good for Spider-Man.
I agree.
And I was going to ask you, what else what did he do before this? It always shocks me, the guys that they get, and they always knock it out of the park because they seem to know.
This guy was a big-time music video director going in, and then he directed the movie Cop Car with Kevin Bacon. And he did Sexy Beast with Ben Kingsley.
I know that one, yes.
So yeah, he he didn't do anything
weird
big
let's get the guy that directed Sexy Beast.
It always really weirds me out because it's like, did they see something in that movie that
Mysterio's wicked looking here?
They made Mysterio look quite good.
I like that he looks the same with the big bowl, the fish bowl on his head, and like the.
That was a big question I had because I don't know a lot of like the bad guys and stuff, but I know him from like the cartoons, and I'm like, are they gonna make him look like that? And essentially they did. They made him look better. Like he's.
I think it looks pretty much exactly the same, really.
Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal through almost the entire span of the movie, you'll only see him wear that outfit. It's because he liked it so much he refused to wear like plain clothes anywhere.
Well, no, I heard the story was that to try and attract bigger name actors to play these roles. Mm-hmm. They told him that you only have to wear the suit in a couple of scenes.
Yeah.
Oh. And then when he put the suit on, he loved it.
Yeah.
And asked them incorporate the suit into as many scenes as they possibly could.
Yeah.
To make it more like, then you associate him more with the character and all this stuff. So pretty much he loved it.
Yeah. Well, the people, the people developing him and stuff like that from a special effects standpoint and from a costuming standpoint and from a writing standpoint all loved him because they said he brought so much into it after the fact. Like they're like, oh, here's kind of our plans and all that. And he was all in. And that's something for a guy who's just coming into the project, right? Like that's... I mean, like, not that he's a nobody by any means, right? But I mean, like, he's not somebody who's got, 4 or 5 movies worth of juice in the MCU to be like start making demands of these like multi-hundred million
a lot of
movies.
Ideas that they enjoyed,
and I like that a lot.
He came at it from an actor's perspective, and he probably came up with a whole backstory and everything for this guy, and for
for Marvel and Sony and everybody to be open to that is really good, is because they could have easily just said, no, we're going to do what we want to do because we're making billions like that, and we're not going to.
I think it's crazy for them to. I wonder if that was a thing that they had said to other actors, like, you don't have to wear the suit that much.
Oh, I'm certain they have.
Kind of a thing. But I mean, like, if you think you're going to be in a movie like this, like, if you're going to wear the suit, you're going to wear the suit.
But
sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Well, but there's certain people who just take it so bloody seriously. But I think, like, when Anthony Hopkins did it, you know what I mean? It's like, I think everybody's like, well, if he can do it, because he was never not dressed as Odin except at the end of his last scene in Ragnarok.
He was in his retirement clothes.
She was all GQ'd up.
At the beach.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would have been amazing if he would have, instead of being like where he was in like South Florida and he was wearing like a Bermuda shorts and Hawaiian shirt with like a straw hat.
It's like ZZ Top on vacation.
That would have been fantastic. Yeah, Mysterio's pretty cool.
That was a good scene. I really enjoyed when the face of the building was breaking up. He was going through the window and like
Yeah, and they don't make it, because I find in some Spider-Man movies, they're quite bad about, like, they just want to see Spider-Man do cool things, but then it doesn't even look realistic based on what's Spider-Man would do, or would be able to do. And, like, I think these guys... it's like he's swinging around really fast, like almost too fast for his own good. Like if he's not Spider-Man, he would have just like lost consciousness almost.
Look at this rumble.
Yeah. This is why, like,
witches.
My thinking
not
on
a bad guess, actually. Looked like some witchcraft going on there.
Yeah. It's not a bad place to start. Knowing what knowing what these people know in the world that they live in, their universe. They've seen a giant alien attack. These are all people from New York too, so they saw it firsthand. They've seen another giant alien attack from thing. The entire world was attacked by robots. Like, all this crazy shit happened. They're hearing about blind lawyers taken to the streets, like all sorts of shit like that. Like, there's
not just the regular crazy New York shit.
Like, to say, yeah, exactly. Pizza Rat.
Oh, look, he's trying to get MA's pants. He's down there volunteering.
Yeah. And then at the end, he's like, just as she's hanging up, he's like, I'm gonna fuck your aunt. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that Aunt May.
Yeah. It's good to see she's doing something, though. I don't know what charity she's working on, but it must be something Snap related. Everything must be Snap related for the first.
What the fuck is that even?
What?
Snap related.
Snap related? I don't know. Just all the loss and rebuilding of, like, kind of everything.
Oh, sorry. I got you. Yes, I thought you were talking about some, like,
I
don't know, some cause that you heard that Marissa Tomei was actually in, and it was on something. All the celebrities are doing causes on Snap. You know what I mean? I was like, what? Like,
some feminist anagram. I didn't notice how, like, Doritos was so perfectly placed in that. It was kind of like almost, it's like somebody should have walked in and placed it there, like,
in the scene. Did you already mention Doritos in this?
I don't recall.
Was it eating Doritos? You said about somebody.
No, I said something. We were talking about Doritos here when I thought my wife was taking Cheetos.
I cannot determine what is reality was not anymore.
Exactly.
Who cares?
I told Todd I was gone for 5 years because of the Snap. I was just avoiding it.
I don't blame you. He's gone. He's dead.
Yeah. That must feel nice. Hey, this guy's got it covered.
Oh, Peter, you can't shirk your responsibilities.
I know. With great power comes great responsibility. I know I said we weren't going to get into that right now, but here we
You
are.
filthy
Loved that. This kid's great, too.
Oh, shit.
Fury.
Uh-oh.
They really threw a lot of weapons at this movie to make sure that I think they wanted to make people understand that they weren't kind of done with the world of the event, like the world of the Avengers.
Right.
It's like, we're not just doing one-offs and stuff like that now. We're still telling a big cohesive story, and we want to make sure you know that by, hey, Happy's still here. Here's Nick Fury. Here's Maria Hill. Here's all these other people.
Oh, yes, he said it right there. Mm-hmm. He's like, I wanted you here. You just came here. What a coincidence.
Well, I think they set it up with the school, because it's like the school won. The dog looked at the cat, so the cat smacked the dog. Don't worry about it.
That was awesome.
But yeah, it's like he arranged for them to get the trip to Italy, so he physically did bring them here.
That was a pretty cheeky plan there, bud.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's good at these things. He's S.H.I.E.L.D., right? He's got these kinds of things going on.
Oh my God, that's like the Weekly World News type shit. Cyclone with face of baby Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Shows up in Arkansas.
God, you remember
Bingo
reading all those?
Hall.
When we used to go up, his aunt used to buy all those, like the Weekly World News and the Inquirer and stuff, and then like on a rainy day we would just pour through all of those fucking magazines.
I love them.
And then you get mad at me if I'd like tell you what I was like reading the Weekly World News first, and I'm like, hey, check it out, Vampire Boy's at it again, and you're like, fucking stop, I'll read it when it's my turn.
You're just ruining it.
Yeah,
I have the big huge one still somewhere. Batboy found in cave.
yeah. And they kept going to him.
Oh, already.
Yeah.
Oh. She loves a man with a dart in his neck.
Oh, she's way into that. They really do, and you can see this too. And again, these are two guys who wrote on Community and shit like that. Like they know how to write, like a funny barb,
A funny good old barb,
a good old beat. You know what I mean? God, he must just get such a kick out of doing this shit, eh? Sam Jackson, he show up. I'm doing this again, motherfucker.
You know it.
This was
this lets him see into the spirit world so he can see Tony Stark and he can still guide him like
these
Ghost Luke.
I was going to say, these are the 13 Ghost classes.
Oh my God.
But not from the movie 13 Ghosts. You're allowed to see 13 Ghosts. One of them is Tony Stark, like Todd said.
Who are the other ones?
What?
A bunch of nobodies.
Oh,
If you see 13, one of them's Tony Stark.
Yeah. One of them is, I don't know. I thought I was going to get something clever to come out of my mouth by then, but we didn't make it.
It just didn't happen. Oh, fuck. Look at this.
Hi, everybody.
How does he find these places? Like,
Well, that's finding secret dumps is exactly.
that's Dimitri's job. I found this dump.
This was my mother's lair.
Oh, there he is.
Maria Hill, I love her so much. Like, not that she's doing anything gigantic in any of these movies. I think maybe save for Winter Soldier.
That's pretty cool right there.
Yeah, but save for Winter Soldier, she's like kind of present in them and like helping get exposition along and stuff. Colby Smulders, yeah. But it's good to have her there because again, it's just one of those things that helps glue all this together that makes you think about that.
Oh.
So
833.
Which technically this is not. The MCU is technically not Earth 616. That's one of like the comics.
That's just what he thought.
Yeah, that's the comics version of regular Earth. The MCU's Earth is called Earth 199,999.
199?
Yeah.
That's how much it costs.
Yeah.
$1.99.
No, it's 199,999. It's 199,999. That is what it is.
9.
So
does he actually turn out? Is he just straight fibbing, or is he from another dimension?
No, he's straight up fibbing. He worked for Tony Stark.
Right.
But spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Oh, here he is. There's going to be 4 more dudes.
Yeah. Well,
This
no,
is
2
what I
of them
was
have already happened. So we got 2 more dudes. The water dude just happened. So they're showing 4. The water dude just happened, and then the other dude happened in Mexico at the very beginning of the movie.
yeah.
Cyclone dude.
Cyclonator.
Yeah.
Are they were saying that these guys were like elementals. This is the whole part of the Marvel lore. I know this guy's using them as like kind of an illusionary thing.
Yes.
Oh, right here, yeah.
Yeah, but essentially you're right though, is they're taking something from the MCU or from the Marvel universe and co-opting
Kind
it
of
for
just
this.
throwing it in. I dig it.
Yeah. Well, but it's nice because again, it's a little bit of fan service for people who are like really into the comics and they hear that sort of thing. They're like, "Oh man, that's awesome." But then it'll always piss somebody off because they're like, "Oh great, now they can't use it for like, you know."
Right.
I was really hoping
Their own movie.
like by at least by the fourth Fantastic Four movie, they'll have something, right?
I like how he does this nice like touches ring, so so that they can see just a nice little character, just to fool them a little bit, you know, like
I
they
think
took
that
my wife, and then he's got to like kiss the ring and do this whole thing.
I think they should have known about Gyllenhaal the second they looked at his eyebrows. They're like, that is not the eyebrow set of an innocent man. They're a big and bushy, like fucking Larry King or some shit.
Yeah, it's funny too because Mysterio looks like something that you'd see Doctor Strange do with the symbols and stuff. So Aunt May, when they spoke before, was like, "Hey, that guy kind of. What about Doctor Strange? Kind of reminds me of that guy."
Yeah, very much so. They made mention of him. Apparently, there was rumor he was going to be in this movie, but I think that it had a lot to do with probably some previs or something that like leaked out, and then they saw like green shields and all that kind of shit, and they probably thought it was, oh, that's Doctor Strange doing his thing, because you see a quick thing of like a dude in a red cape like putting up shields and flying around and stuff like that.
Did he just say that he can't help them out because he's got a rage boner he's got to take care of?
Pretty much. No, he's also trying to protect his identity because, like he said, he's like, if Spider-Man shows up here and Spider-Man was at the Washington Monument, he's like, everybody who's here is going to figure out who I am. And I get that. That's like...
It's a duty calls, bud.
There's a... I like that. I got tranked by Nick Fury. Awesome.
Going to Prague. I like this guy.
Yeah. See, again, the tour company. Yeah, the tour company
really gave him hell.
The tour company's moving him wherever Nick Fury wants him because he's like, you got to go to Prague. He's like, I can't go to Prague. Hey, we're going to Prague.
We're going to Prague.
Woohoo. I wish I was on this trip, man. What a great trip this would turn out to be.
This trip would kick ass.
It'd be hard to explain that. Like, I feel like... Well, no, I don't feel like. I know for a fact that no high school would be able to do this because it's like, oh, we're doing this trip to Italy. It's going to be fun. Oh, hey, guys, we're changing plans and going to Prague. Don't worry about your parents who don't know about this and have not signed off about us going to another country.
They've signed them coming over there, so they've signed up for all, you know, there's a dot on there.
The second we crossed over international waters, nothing's our problem.
Did you say they're in the Swiss Alps?
No, Austria.
Astoria.
Although I didn't,
Look at how beautiful this is, man. I got to see this. I got to go over there before I get stuck there with the zombies.
Yeah.
I just want to go over for a trip.
Feels like a good place to be stuck with the zombies, though. Like, a lot of the places are far lower in population. And
it's actually not a bad, you can just move up in the hills, man. The hills are alive.
Yeah, with the sound of music.
With the sound of zombies.
I like those glasses. Not the look of them, but what they do.
No, I dig them, actually.
I couldn't wear those. Maybe as sunglasses.
I think I could pull those off. Even if they had all the tech, you wouldn't even wear them. Like, these aren't for me.
Mm-hmm. Edith is actually the voice of like the assistant director from the first movie. She's not even like an actress. She's just somebody who worked on the crew of the original movie.
Is that who it is?
Yeah. I can't remember the woman's name because I didn't write it down because I didn't think I was going to share that information, but now here we are.
All of Tony's protocol. Oh, I remember this scene.
Yeah.
I think they're cool looking, but even, you know, you're just like, now forget it. They're like, you know, you can see through walls, you can do drones, you can heat signatures, this. You're just like, now forget it. These look like shit on me, right in the garbage. No, on the ground, step on them.
Yeah. I would just think, especially because of him, I would have people think, oh, you just want to look like Tony. You're wearing like Tony glasses.
You're Tony Underrun.
Now, imagine if Google Glass worked.
I'm sure their friends would be like that.
Yeah.
His friends would be like, you fucking left Tony.
Yeah, of course they would.
Oh my God, is he reading
They're
all
fucking high school
kids?
Other? Yeah, they're fucking high school kids. You're saying they wouldn't do that?
Oh yeah, well, none of the assholes would.
Like, and not only that, he'd go home and then his internet, which is now in his eyes.
His eyeballs. I just tried. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the future. That'll be your brain soon.
Is that? This looks like a place in like just rural Niagara. Like in like Vineland or some shit.
It probably is. It's just doubling as
Oh, JB Smoove.
Oh my god, look at this guy. He's just shit.
I think this is the least smooth JB Smoove ever gets to be in a show. Even when he's like essentially a homeless dude in Curb, he's still like on top of everything.
Oh, does he play homeless guy in Curb?
Well, no, he was like, he's on the show. He lives with he lives like in Larry's guest house now or something like that. But originally he came into the show because he was a member of a Hurricane Katrina family that they were helping by taking in. And then he just never left the show. Like 75 years later. I know they skip.
Right.
I know they skip a decade.
He's like
every now
still
and
there. Whoa.
By
You're
the way,
in Switzerland, bro. They ain't messing around.
yeah, this is exactly how this is how consummating your marriage goes in any of the
Take your
Nordic
clothes
countries.
off. We will now make the baby.
Yes.
Oh God, what?
Thrust your penis inside of me.
Again. No smiling.
And that was the guy talking to the girl.
No smiling.
Hello.
Oh,
she should kill him.
snap.
See, he's all older and shit.
She
I don't
locked
like
the
it.
door. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that woman's gonna kill him. Yep.
Of course. No, it's totally what it looks like. You were totally gonna fuck that girl, because why not? Yes. Of course you want to hook up with some random European chick. That's how
I love
COVID-19
this
came.
guy just playing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's like, I want a relationship with a girl where we're in love. If you just want to get your filthy rocks off with some smoking hot Switzerland, he's playing Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
He's being an Uncle Tom right now. Dirty Uncle Tom.
I'm on board with him. He likes her too.
I know.
It's like all's fair, baby.
But
all's
he
fair.
would. He'd go for it.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, but that's why well, he's not saying he wouldn't. He's just saying I'm trying to get with this girl. I'm trying to get with the same girl you're trying to get with, and this is my tip. This is my way in.
I'm gonna use this against you.
Yeah.
She was a pants to tell you he was buying new pants.
Yeah.
And she was the pant lady.
Yeah. You know what shops are like here in
What a dick.
yeah. Oh, good
Oh
God.
my God.
Brad Davis. Strike. I love this so much. This actually this
Releasing kill vehicle.
I love
He
that.
just did a whole using a giant satellite for his own dirty personal needs.
Imagine they just let it go.
Oh
like
my God.
it's not even like a funny moment where he has to stop it. He just like he
lets
just
him
lets
die.
the guy straight up get
He lets him
murdered.
die. Oh,
I would love that very much. Yeah, you gotta kick the cat.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Do they not know that he's like right there as well?
That looks like the batteries not included thing, but like bitchy.
Oh my God.
He knocked him out cold. Apparently that also comes from there was a comic where
He's super strong.
I know, but there was a comic where he boxed him, and I guess like just like he got distracted, and then he just like with a flick of his wrist knocked him out cold.
And she's like, "Did you just punch Flash?"
Yeah, I slapped him like a bitch. Oh,
Oh my God, Peter.
wouldn't it be
You
wonderful?
can't just sick a goddamn.
Baby mountain goats.
I see them. And now they're gonna be like, "Where did Peter just go?"
No, because they're looking at the baby mountain goats. It's gonna be fine. Oh, phew. And thankfully, nobody else is gonna question what was going on, because that kind of shit happens all the time in Austria.
Not one person looked to see him out the window.
But because here's why. Well, A, you can't, unless they were right where he is, they'd be looking up. Or they'd have to look up. But otherwise, you're looking at baby mountain goats. Why would you even...
Like
like,
why would
risk
you even think
missing
that
that?
something weird would be going on when
Yeah.
you could be looking at baby mountain
Yeah.
goats?
It'd be so good.
Baby monkey riding backwards on a pig, baby monkey.
We used to sing that to my daughter all the
Baby
time.
monkey.
It was
I don't
so
know why
good.
that video, right when you just said the baby goats, I just thought of
Yeah.
that goddamn song. Here it is right here.
I just think about fainting goats.
Is that a picture of The Rock?
No, that was Tony again.
I know, of course it was. Who the fuck else would it be? Look at this, looks like a cool place. Eh? They're having their own little like Festival de los Muertos. Whatever that's called.
Dia de
Night
los
de los Muertos.
Yeah.
Oh my
that
God.
guy?
Was
Is
that
that-
the weekend?
I was just going to say, you stole it from me.
Good.
I was going to say the Weekend Junior, but no need for punch up because it was
Look
already
at that
great.
lesbian chick that just walked past.
I like...
say?
I wasn't sure how I felt about Flash at the beginning because I was like, Flash is supposed to be a big jock guy or whatever. I'm like, no, but today's bully is not a big jock. It's the rich kid. So I was like, they kind of made him.
They're kind of friends, but you know, he's not really that big of a bully. Like, and I don't know which one where he was like DJing the party. And I was like, this guy's all right.
Well, I'll answer that question for you. The only other one was when that happened.
Oh, right.
I don't know which one that was. It's just the
one where he got his jazz on. Woo, and he's walking across the street, winking and gunning.
Got some jazz cigarettes.
Yeah, babe.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't scooped this guy up for like a sitcom or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, he'll play Buddy's son when him and Abishola have a baby.
They just go off.
They're just like, what the hell? They'll do like in soap operas where suddenly he's just their kid.
That's when you just find out the people who made the show are so horribly racist. They don't understand that.
Well, that's like making it's like a white person and a black person make a baby and they come out whatever like Samoan.
Something else. Yeah.
Whatever he is. What is he, Samoan?
I think he's Chinese.
Chinese? What? Come on.
Well, I'm Chinese.
Samoan.
Like Asian American Chinese, not like
Chinese American.
Not like from
Samoanese.
China. From China. Ooh. God, his hair looks fantastic in this.
He looks like he's covering up a coal sore on his right side mustache. Right there. Look at where his cheek is. See it?
Yeah. Well, he shared the Olsons with, what's his face? So, yeah, he definitely is.
He shared the Olsen.
well, the problem is you think you're dating one Olsen, but they do the switch. They made their billions of dollars on movies where they just keep switching places. You think it doesn't happen in real life? It's like, you're with Heath Ledger, I'm with Jake Gyllenhaal. You want to swap for a night? They won't notice. Just say, you got it, dude, and everything will be perfect.
That's what I tell a woman to say during sex. You got it, dude. That's when I blow it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't know what the glasses were going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck? You can't. Okay, so you're upset that he used a multi-billion-dollar, trillion-dollar probably satellite to bomb the bus, but it's like you had no problem just handing over the keys to the thing without even an explanation as to what it could or could not do.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit of entrapment, Mr. Fury.
At the very least, it should have done exactly what the Iron Spider suit did. Or not the Iron Spider one, but the original Spider-Man suit that Stark gave him, where he's like, hey, let's go through all the protocols and stuff like that. It's like, you got to go through the tutorial before you... If we ask you if somebody's a target, don't say yes unless they're like, the bomb target, like a murder target. Not a jerk for one of you.
Look, they're really rapping here. Mm-hmm. So he's flying for real, though.
Yeah, but the way he's flying
unless he's on a string. Nobody notices it because he special effects the scene afterwards.
He's likely just being carried by drones because his suit's not even real.
Wow.
So.
Fuck are drones carrying him around?
Well, because they're too busy.
Oh, yeah, and the Andy's got them all around, and they're kind of making everybody in Dream World. They're kind of like, see, I kind of thought that was cool.
Yeah.
That's not what happens. That's a theory of mine that may or may not happen at the end of this film.
Yeah.
He's a handsome one, that Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, he's not an ugly man.
Do you think that was actor's choice beard or no? Because he's a bad guy.
No, I feel like he had the beard and he's like, I need this beard like the week after I'm done with you guys, so it's beard or nothing.
I still think he's got a fucking European herpes on his lip.
Oh yeah, there's that. That's, but I think that he's also not too proud to not hide it if need be.
Right.
It's like, no, I have
to. My character to have European herpes on his lip, then he will. God damn it.
Yeah. He's like, we're in Europe. I'm gonna get a herpes. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's statistically impossible not to. What?
That's one thing they never really seem to get. Like his landing light thing, it always looks exactly like he's being lowered because it's exactly what's happening.
Right.
I don't know. It's hard for them.
So you don't dig his hard landings. Mm-hmm. You think he's a little too lead-footed in these ones, huh?
No, I'm just saying they have a hard time showing what light-footedness is without it being like artificial looking. That's where I'm getting at.
I could go for that. Look at that. They're doing some techni hippo techno hippie cult.
There it is. Yeah. We're going
tech happy hippos.
We're going to an all ages rave.
I want to go to a rave like I saw in that fucking Happy, where they're all like the guys in like a big bug outfit. And they're all like fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, they're good. There's the wild things. That's where they roam. Right there.
Nice.
Dude, one of the dudes that I know from karaoke...
Yeah.
One of the other dudes that I know from karaoke posted... It was like Niagara's 10 Most Wanted, and the dude was in there.
Oh, really?
I couldn't believe it. I was like, hey, there's that guy. I was like, good for you, buddy. You made the list.
Yeah. That's what he gets for always singing Word Up when he...
Word up.
Yeah.
No, it's
you
do
don't need to
not.
sing
This is a thing. Okay,
Yeah.
if you are ever in a Filipino karaoke bar, never sing "My Way" from Frank Sinatra.
It's a good idea.
It's true. Don't do it. Nope. That's the one, buddy. Whoa, I'm messing with you, girl.
I don't need this.
Girls,
I'm under so much stress.
If he sent, I believe, because women are strange and unusual creatures that smell so wonderful.
That's the thing.
The smell of them as they slap you and walk away in disgust. Oh my God.
Zendaya, is just to mention quick, she's coming in Dune, but you were talking about women. You were about to say something certainly evil.
I was certainly evil.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. It was something about going to this area of town.
What? Downtown Prague?
Oh, no. Exactly. Wonderful areas.
Yes.
But if you go to Madame Shoes, she will hook you up.
Anyway, sorry.
If he was to send that picture of him with the blonde girl to Zendaya, he'd probably want him even more.
Yeah.
She'd probably like, whoa, like look at these hot babes he's getting.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna
Girls are weird, man.
yeah, I'm gonna chill out with the
I'm in love with Peter secretly. Fuck you, no, I'm not. I thought that was gonna be like a...
I don't know, I feel like I'd feel better if it was a white guy being a dick to him. Although he is half...
Oh, she's following.
He is half white.
Peter, all you have to do is say, I'm Spider-Man. And
But that's-
you've got her.
But that's usually the thing, although we're about to find out that she's already uniquely aware of that
Oh
fact.
my God, how could she not? This is such a refreshing scene.
Yeah, I know.
Like, how fucking stupid am I supposed to think, everybody? This looks like a place where you will be killed. Not killed, you will be dragged away and, like, end up in a bathtub full of ice or something.
Well, that's something, too, that was... the only refreshing part of Green Lantern was, and it was very poorly written on top of that, but it was the idea where she's like, you knew it was me? He's like, what, you think I wouldn't she's like, we dated for years. You think I wouldn't recognize you because you covered your cheekbones?
Yeah, exactly. Talk like this. Every single one of these people. This is very much like out of the video game, too, this kind of scene.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, help all the civilians.
Well, why? It's kind of
That
the
hat
point,
looks
isn't
amazing. After you're done, you're telling me right now that yeah, right.
Yeah. What?
Where are they? Where are they right now? Prague or something?
Yes.
Oh my God, this is where they filmed Hostel.
Yes.
For Christ's sake, Zendaya, you better get out of there. One of these big horny motherfuckers is gonna drag you off.
They actually lost the original MJ to that exact problem.
The exact scenario.
She got
Fuck.
replaced.
It's Lava Dude.
No, it's Magma.
Whatever.
It's Magman.
Magman. That's almost Schmagma.
Almost.
Oh, this guy looks like something out of Doom.
Yeah. And these are all essentially based on different bad guys that existed in the Spider-Man universe. There was a Lava Man. There was like a Hydra Man or something like that.
Okay, here we go. Here's our second action scene.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed the film because of its nice locales.
Yes. Yeah, you get to enjoy a little bit of like...
And I enjoyed the downtime in the Spider-Man movies. I like the characters. I like his buddy. Mm-hmm. I find the whole Zendaya thing, I don't know, a little bit tacked on as it always kind of is, right? Blah.
It's just because it's such a big part of Spider-Man having the lady, like being MJ or Gwen Stacy or whatever.
You gotta have one, man, so they can kidnap her and they can be like, this is the only thing you care about, Spider-Man. Or you took the only thing I care about. Yeah. Whatever that is. Whatever he feels that Spider-Man took from him.
Trying to remember, what did they name him here instead of Spider-Man? They gave him a different name. They're like, that's not
Bug
Spider-Man.
Dude.
It's, yeah, it was. I'll have to remember it. Well, I won't remember.
What's it? Oh, here, right here.
Night Monkey. That's the
Night
one.
Monkey.
I do like it.
Who's this guy? Like, he should know all the names of the superheroes,
Yeah.
right? Who's this guy who just showed up?
Well, no, because he's basically saying, no, I know who that is. That's not Spider-Man. And
Right.
like, well, who is it then if you know who it is? I love them, like, you seeing the lava, like
Oh,
like
shit.
kind of leak out of him and stuff like that. This is kind of like what I would expect the Balrog to look like if they didn't do a decent job on him, like in Lord of the Rings.
I think
right?
he looks pretty good here, though.
He looks good. No, that's what I'm saying. Is
Right.
Like, this is like they designed the Balrog and they did a good job with him, but it could have been like much. Like, had they not done a good job or just a dated job with him, this would have been a great look for it. Oh,
I'm not gonna ask now because I want to wait for the explanation in the. See, like, where's my boss fight like this, man? I want to fight Lava Man.
yeah, I know. You would expect that to happen every time.
What the hell?
Right?
Like,
yeah, that's a game I'm very curious to play.
it's good. Like, swinging around is so awesome. But like I said, it's very. I don't know. It's like some new bad guy thing that they made up, and it's a cool bad guy. But I thought somewhere, like I said, Doc Ock is working. He's just in the process of admitting to Peter that his body is falling apart on him, and he's got to get the stuff. So I'm like, when is he going to turn bad? When,
Yeah.
Rhino. They keep talking about Rhino. I hope it's not like in the end I fight all the guys in a row.
It's probably when you get to
I'm
the
like,
real,
what
but
the fuck?
it's
Like-
probably when you'll get to the real bosses. Like it'll get like they'll probably be closer together, of course, but like.
I'll be okay with that even if it
yeah.
does. Like, they all break out. Because some of the episodes, he fights like 6 guys.
Yeah.
Which is really bad for them. Like, we'll team up as the Sinister... Oh, he hit one of the drones.
Yes, exactly. I love it.
Hey, these guys are having, like, the vacation of a lifetime.
Wouldn't that be an amazing... Because that Avengers campus is opening up in Disneyland. Imagine that was the ride.
Like, you're on the Ferris
just on a
wheel,
Ferris
and they're
wheel
fighting all around you. That would be great.
So it seems like the most boring thing in the world, except that it's actually the
The
craziest.
Spider-Man... what do you call that fucking thing? Not the carousel. It's the...
Ferris wheel?
Ferris wheel.
Yeah. I think we talked very briefly, but I don't think we went that deep into what they're going to be doing with Spider-Man at the Avengers campus thing. There's going to be like essentially a robot that has been programmed that just swings around Avengers campus. So you'll just see him like just go and then just do like a double backflip and then just disappear into nothing. But they've been training this thing, and it was a buddy of mine actually thought they were like training it to like replace stuntmen, but it's actually just something that Disney's doing on their own to like make it, and it looks like so good.
I'll be going, because now like I'm always like, oh, I'm going to fucking Florida this week and blah blah.
Yeah,
blah. I'm
week.
probably gonna have. Well, I want to go.
I was supposed to go this week.
I know,
Fuck
right?
everybody.
I forgot about that actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry about that.
It's gonna be all right.
I want to really go when they open up Super Nintendo World,
Yes.
but I want to go
It's 2 years from now.
before to do Harry Potter Land. Well, Harry Potter Land will probably be dead when Super. Well, probably not.
Well, it won't be dead.
Yeah, it's like I kind of use the same mentality of like when the PS5 comes out.
Yeah.
That's when you buy the PS4. That's when you get all the games for super cheap.
You get the game for you get it for like $199,
Yeah.
and then
I remember
That's the
somebody
one-
complaining, being like, "Oh, it was like right after Cyber Monday."
yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, my kid really wanted an Xbox, whatever, but they're so expensive." I was like, "What?" I was like, it was $199 with 3 games and a terabyte of thing on Cyber Monday
nice.
and Black Friday and all through that weekend.
Yeah.
I was like, why would you not?
Yeah, that's on you if you didn't.
Yeah. Oh, he's a hero. There's Night Monkey.
I love Night Monkey. It would have been the best if I can't believe they got that name right. That's what we've been calling it in the background.
I got gifts.
Yeah.
Oh, did you just call him Parker right in front of... Oh, yeah, he knows.
These guys all know.
Mysterio knows. Which is bad. I can't remember if he dies in the end or if he...
Yeah. Yeah. He's pretty... you gotta feel a pretty huge responsibility to kind of step up for this, eh? It's like, I gotta feel like a normal kid, man. I gotta be like a normal dude. But it's like, well, if the world is constantly in danger and you actually are uniquely qualified to take care of that, and, so what?
Oh, let him be a kid.
Jerk off
Fuck
10 extra
Nick
times a month.
Fury. Just because like a cat scratched your eye and it'd be a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Fucking ace. But now you're in Europe, kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, also, you just like saved everything, so.
The legal drinking age is fetus.
Essentially, right? In Europe. Oh my God, I can't believe he's actually like, I'm sure nobody's hounding them.
Yeah.
Like the guy who just flew around and
No, because once again, it's Europe. Half the people are dressed like that. It's
And then they just don't even give a shit.
everybody dresses weird here. Well, actually, no. Look at because they're all there's lots of costumes going on and shit.
Yeah, there
like
is
that.
a lot of weird, like the girl's hair seems
Well,
all...
no, because it was just that like Dia de los Muertos kind of thing. Like you were just saying, it's not Dia de los Muertos, but like some festival.
Right,
You
some
can
kind
see the
of-
guy's got that weird mask in the
Yes.
corner, so it's not that unusual.
They are at some weird festival. You're right.
Yeah. So, well, that being said, like
That guy's drinking with a doll.
yeah, the only people who, the only people who would like find it crazy would be people who actually witnessed the thing like head on, you know. And that probably wasn't even the craziest thing that happened on that block. That was just like, you think that was crazy?
Spider-Man, stop being a whiny little bitch.
Yeah. Who you want to kiss?
He's already
her?
drunk. He hasn't
Wow.
drinking in a while. He's like, beer from my dimension sucks.
Yeah.
This is wasted. You dropped your super glasses. There you go. Son.
Edith glasses.
Oh, shit.
This was actually crazy.
Yeah, he's like, you just threw them on the floor, bro.
Yeah, he dropped them. He looks sexy as fuck now. I'm growing out. It's growing. Oh, imagine that's what actually makes him give him up, not the not wanting to be responsible for all this and that sort of stuff. He's like, oh, they look dumb. Fine, you can have them.
This is what he wanted to do the whole time.
Oh, it's brilliant. It was actually
How did
so
he know
brilliantly
those
done.
were the Edith? You know what I mean? Oh, there's the Edith classes. I
Well,
heard of those for some
because
reason.
he is very qualified to know that those are the Edith classes because he worked for Stark Industries. He knows what the Edith classes are. In fact, he probably helped make them.
Right, but they don't know that.
Well, who doesn't know that?
They don't know that he worked for Tony Stark.
He knows that. Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. That's why he knows about the glasses.
Oh, I know, but I mean, if you were Peter
Yeah.
Parker, you'd be like, huh, like how the fuck? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When you'd be thinking in your head, why do you know about these glasses?
No, because dude talked about them right in front of him. Fury talked
Fury,
about them.
that's right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, these are not secret things to him.
He does look actually better than Tom Holland does in them.
Yeah.
They remind me of Buddy's glasses at the gym, and they're totally like his glasses, and like he walks in the gym all like rapping and talking to himself, and then one day the dude behind the counter turned the UFC off, and he freaked and was like, "I'll fucking kick your ass, man! Don't turn off the UFC." It's like the guy that works there, who's told at like half an hour to closing time, you turn off the TV. And the guy's like, "You kick your ass, man." And I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah,
definitely not on
a
the
lot of cool guys there.
Yeah.
He probably just stole all of the info right out of the glasses, bud. Like when those people walk up to you with that machine and suck all the info out of your cards.
Oh. You're forgetting.
my God, is he
you're
just
forgetting a
giving
lot.
them?
Yeah, you're forgetting a lot of this movie.
I never saw it.
I'm just saying this is the weirdest Batman movie I've ever watched.
God. Yeah.
I don't even think I've seen Batman yet. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, where's that guy gonna show up?
Although this kind of looks like his Night Monkey looks kind of like the outfit he wore at the very beginning of Batman Begins before he had the bat suit.
Yes, it does. It's
He's
it's like his stealth suit. They call it the stealth suit in
Yeah.
the game. Why would you just give him the glasses?
Because he thinks he's the real next Iron Man. He's like, I can't be this person, but you are this person, and that was the whole point.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this blew my mind because
That's right. This is the big.
I knew it was
The
going to.
drones are making. Wouldn't his Spidey senses pick up? Oh, this guy's like, don't erase me. He's like, no.
No, that's actually something that they try to point out. No, there's a reason. Yeah.
They're realizing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're real people.
No, the whole idea, and they tried to do this at the beginning because when May throws the banana at him, it hits him. He doesn't have spider senses for like when he trusts somebody.
Right.
He doesn't think that something like he doesn't see them as a threat, so he doesn't have his backup about.
Oh, here's all his people.
Yeah.
He really reminds me of the same, not the same character, but he plays a character in Okja
Okay.
that reminds me of kind of this.
I feel like you're trying to pronounce Southpaw the way you mispronounce things on purpose.
Okja. It's about a big old pig thing.
Yeah. No, I get it. This was an interesting
And
twist because,
bacon.
like I said, I knew he was going to come out to be a fraud because Mysterio is a fraud and he was
What
except
a
he was a
neat
special
little
effects
twist
and
there,
stuntman.
eh?
Yeah.
I like that. If you didn't know anything and didn't see the barf. Look at that young, handsome.
That was so.
Oh my God! The other day there was a movie on. It was called Highway Through Hell.
Oh yes.
And it had Christy Swanson and a bunch of other fucking people, and it starred Chad Lowe. And I thought that the movie was so old that it was Rob Lowe, and he just looked kind of weird. And we watched the whole movie, and I was like, I don't know, man, it looks like him, but then it's not. And I'm like, I don't know. And then in the end, it was Chad Lowe. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
that's like when I thought that Maggie Gyllenhaal, or was actually Jake Gyllenhaal in Batman or The Dark Knight there. I like that they're actually getting these people. I need to go back and watch those movies because I'm almost afraid that they just
really
replaced them with like... Because could you imagine getting the call after I was in the first Iron Man and now I'm getting a call back? That's a great... Quentin Beck. I love that. They got this little... And it's not just him, essentially. It's a whole group of people working together. So I like that as well. Oh.
Not a lot of people pulling it off, it doesn't seem like either. Where are they getting the money for this?
That's the big thing. There you go. But yeah, I think they just used what they already had kind of, and then they just kind of misappropriated things and like moved it around, right? You know how things are. You know.
I know how it works. Oh yeah, come on, sure.
You know, corporate greed.
Goddamn corporate greed bastards. I don't understand. How does people around in the situations not understand that it's...
What do you mean?
Know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean?
Well, I guess the drones are shooting bombs so that when a guy punches a wall and it blows up, like it, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But wouldn't somebody be on the outside ring of that and be like, "What the hell is going on in there?"
Well, but there's no...
All you would see was at the ass end of like 500 drones.
No, but there's no ass end. There's no... It's like a completely realized thing from every angle. Like every single drone is like projecting out 360, right? So there is... The only place you're going to see it is if you're on the inside of it. You'd have to be literally on the inside, not the outside.
You wouldn't see... I bet there'd be a bubble something. I mean, it would look totally normal.
Yeah.
So if you were on the outside of the incident and you were looking in, would it look totally normal, or would you see...
If you were on the outside from any angle, it would look totally like it's happening.
Was wrong.
But they show it in this. It's only when somebody gets inside that they actually see what's happening.
That's what I mean. But what I'm saying is that if you were on the outside, what do you see looking in?
Exactly what they're showing in the movie. You're seeing a 100% lava monster from any which angle.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that would be a really poorly laid out plan if they're like, everybody has to be in front of this.
Well, yeah, because I was thinking like, well, maybe there's a bubble or something that if you were on the outside, you could be like, oh, there's something, but you'd still see the lava monster.
Because, and also there were even ones that weren't on the inside of the thing. There were also stealth drones that were all over the place projecting on top of that as well.
That is cheeky biz.
Yeah, there's like a lot of thought in that. Is Zendaya that tall, or is she wearing like giant ass platforms?
So.
Okay. She looks also, she's very like, I think she's just very slender and stuff like that. That also just like lengthens her. Her neck is like...
She does have quite the neck, eh?
She's got like one of those...
vampire buffet neck right there.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like a National Geographic like...
With the rings. Mm-hmm. They took the rings off. Almost broke her neck.
Yeah, what did they do that on? The Simpsons or something like that? Or no, that was the lip disc.
The lip disc.
No, she's got very long features because, like, again, she's very slender. Her arms are very long. So I'm guessing she's also pretty tall, though. She's probably taller than me because I'm a fucking...
she likes to be
little LP over here. Nice. Woot woot.
Holy shit, brother.
So we can take a moment now to talk about kind of where this stands in the MCU. From a rating standpoint, it's pretty much... It's not right in the middle. It's on the high end, like, or the low end of the top half for everything. But from a standpoint of rating, it got a 7.5 out of 10. So it's sitting there.
Bad.
It's tied for 9th with Spider-Man Homecoming and Doctor Strange. Beats out Avengers 2, Ant-Man, Black Panther. I'm not going through all of them, but you get the idea where we're standing. From a domestic standpoint, it made $390.5 million.
Woo!
So it's just beat out by Civil War, and it just beats out Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's sitting in 9th place there. And then for World, it actually is 8th place, made 1.13 billion. It's the only Spider-Man movie to make $1 billion.
Holy fuck.
And it beat out Captain Marvel by like $100,000.
By 100 G's.
Oh wait, that's not true.
You fucking liar.
No, that's right. That's right.
Yay!
I did it. I'm fantastic. But yeah, so it was, it only just beat out Captain Marvel. And it beat Spider-Man Homecoming and all that stuff. It just came right behind Civil War.
Just cut him off.
That's such a good. Because I like to watch the lie. Like I'm trying to like cover the lie now.
Yeah, it is kind of obvious. Yeah.
The only thing that would have been better, actually, is if he tried to do this and she was just calling him out, and then she's like, "How did you?" And like finally, he's like, "How did you know? How did you figure it out?" She's like, "Oh my God, you are!" And she was just like totally like,
"Yep,
yeah." I'm definitely male.
That's great.
I am not Spider. You can't.
Night Monkey.
I do like the Night Monkey. That would be amazing if that just like made its way into the next movie too. It's like apparently the Night Monkey.
She's like, oh, she's gonna jump.
Apparently, too, the version of Earth that that what's his face there that Gyllenhaal says he's from, that Mysterio says he's from, is actually that version of Earth. There's a UK Spider-Man, and he's part of the Captain Britain Corps. So it's kind of like the Avengers exist, but only in the UK instead of in America.
Oh, yeah, Captain Britain.
Yeah, so yeah,
He was cool looking.
Captain Britain was like the head of that, but then it's Spider UK is his name and stuff like that. I don't know why we'd have to.
Oh shit.
See, and it's cool because it just projects a little bit. It's like
It's one piece.
Yeah, it's like
a big old
puzzle piece.
Exactly. Big old 3D virtual puzzle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the future of puzzles right there, people. VR puzzles.
Fine.
Is that a thing?
I'm willing to bet
fucking
it is.
Now it is. Now they're gonna be like, oh, there's another one.
Something when I had my VR set from my old Samsung Gear one, doesn't fit my newer phones, but it was pretty cool. They had some like sketch things and stuff like that, like UCB guys. There was Paul Scheer and Rob Hubel. They were doing the what was it? An interrogation of you. You're like at the table and there are two cops that come in and they're like getting up in your face and stuff like that, but you look all around the room, and there's one point where Rob Hubel just kind of like walks off to the side and you're like just face to face with Paul Scheer, and then all of a sudden you look over and Rob Hubel's right to your left and he's just giving you the finger.
Oh, she couldn't admit that she liked him. Because he was like, are you watching me because you're some Spider-Man, or are you watching me because I got a sweet ass, or both? See, this is the thing that men...
And that's the thing, she still was like, I was only 67% sure.
Oh, fuck. Oh, he's the... Oh, nice.
He's going through rehearsals.
But he's like a snoozing.
I like that it's boring work for them. It's just like, pause. Uh-oh. He's not even part of it.
That's killer.
I do. I like this because this is now where he becomes more like the Mysterio kind of in the version of the.
Well, because he was just fooling before. This is the real him.
No. What I'm saying is, it used to be like, because in the comics and all the other things, he was a movie like special effects guy, stuntman kind of guy, and this one he is. He's like just a tech guy, but now this one he's actually like directing, and he's like, it feels more like a movie now. Double the damage.
Double the damage. Fucking A.
They look like, what are those? Like the hunter killer droids. See, so it's exactly like basically that exact thing that they almost launched at
Tony?
No, at that kid in the bus. But those were that's what all those drones are. So that's why they're doing the damage and shit, right? Oh yeah.
Holy fuck, he's brute.
It's such a cool. It's such a cool thing. I wish he had like that video, that like motion capture thing that was like on his face, like Andy Serkis does and shit like that.
Oh, it would only be a matter of time before Nick Fury figured out you were fake, and I'm surprised he didn't figure it out already. Oh, fuck, like... Although he did say he was kind of dropping the ball there because he was out of his, his information. He said he knew everything before he comes back, he knows nothing.
Yeah.
He's out of the loop. He's got young hotshots like this with all the gear.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts too. Like, so they're now discovering, and like he's smart enough to realize he's like, oh, somebody can figure out our whole shit by finding one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got. Fury has no, but that's why like this whole thing leading up with Fury was always a little weird because he's.
Oh.
Like, he trusts absolutely nobody, and he's like, here's a guy we've never met before who claims he's from another dimension. Let's just put a lot of faith in him. Hi. Oh, Edith is just part of, like, the whole of everything now, right?
Edith is his lady.
Mm-hmm. But it's not even part of the glasses. Uh-oh. That endangers.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Oh, man. Jake Gyllenhaal, we were talking about him earlier. He's got that new movie studio, or not movie studio, but like production company called 9 Stories that he's got out now. He's got a movie coming out called The Division with Jessica Chastain. He's in the movie Rio with Benedict Cumberbatch. He's in Finest Kind with Zendaya. And then another movie called Anarchist versus ISIS, which I don't know a ton about, but he appears to be the only one. That's Gyllenhaal.
It's weird how they also like work together again and shit. Like, it's such a weird.
Well, I think a lot of it probably had to do with this too, because like I said, Tom Holland's now in that movie, The Devil at All the Time or something like that. Hello.
Wow.
That's getting her lady things going. It's getting my lady things going. But the right, he's old enough.
She's peeking.
I like that in this too, because it's always like the guy peeking on the girl kind of thing, right? Whoa.
Oh shit.
It's funny because this is like a brand new he's trying to cover up for her stuff.
She knows I told her.
That's like a whole nother level for him too. It's just like shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're trying to learn a lot of things right now. It's like, okay, he's faking this. It's a lot to.
They're putting it all together.
Well, I'm willing to bet that there were still people who were just maybe a little slow on the intake or whatever, who just like didn't understand exactly. They're like, okay, wait, what happened? So he's faking? Is he a fake or is he what's he doing?
Am I a fake?
Yeah. He's like, so what? He used this fake technology to beat those monsters? No, the monsters were fake. The monsters were fake, but he's real? What?
The technology was fake.
Who faked?
The monsters were real.
Who faked the monsters? He faked the monsters. Why did he fight the monsters?
Yeah, I'm going to blame the reverse vampires.
Yeah.
In conjunction with the government. Mm-hmm. We're through the looking glass here, people.
Yeah. That's such a best friend versus girlfriend thing to say.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I love it. We talked about this last week. I taught my daughter the superhero landing. She was very happy to be doing it all the time.
She's very happy.
She was just like, the one thing she wouldn't stick her one arm out, though. I had to keep going. I'm like, no, that arm has to be out. That's your balance arm. Knock
the monkey.
So I guess monkey is monkey in German.
Uh-oh.
So if you see there,
knickers monkey. See, now people have been telling them that the night monkey comes in and steals your knickers.
Now, I don't know if you noticed I
did.
Oh, there you go. Good job. So we don't have to talk about it.
That's right.
But no, his license plate was MTU 83779, which it actually references the first time that Spider-Man and Nick Fury teamed up together, which was Marvel Team Up issue 83. So MTU 83 from July 1979, which is the 779. So that's all just a reference to their first comic. It was just something they threw in.
I love Fury seems like he's in a worse mood than ever.
Yeah, well, of course he is. It's like, you are a dickhead all the time.
Well, no, now he's like, all those heroes are gone. He's pissed.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Say what?
Oh yeah, they don't even know.
Hello. It's a lot to learn. I do like his armor. It makes him have like better shoulders, or like it shows off his shoulders more. He's got to work out like fucking monster.
Tom,
Tom Holland. I mean, he's got shoulders, but
hey man, if you're gonna be Spider-Man, yeah, you can do it. Oh, plus he's just a little guy. Couple sit-ups, boom. He wasn't like ripped out either, which is all right. It's not like fucking The Rock, where he's got to work out for 17 hours a day.
Yeah. Whoa.
The whole place is fake, Fury.
That's amazing.
That wasn't an illusion.
No. That's crazy though. Like I like that they created at a scale where they're like, I could fool you this much kind of thing.
Fury always had to die.
Not you, buddy. This sort of reminds me a little bit of like Iron Man 3 with all the Iron Man suits.
Yes.
Just way better though. I like this. This is cool.
Yeah, Iron Man 3.
This whole shit right here is awesome. Because he reminds me of like almost like Scarecrow.
Yeah, I can see that. I like and they do a very good job of like utilizing the real environment with the fake environment and like tricking him and doing all this stuff. I like that a lot.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, man.
It bums me out more than it makes me happy though, because it's like, okay, then he's like essentially one and done, because I don't think they're doing a Sinister Six.
A lot of them
within
are
the
all
MCU,
one and
right?
done, but you never know. Even his death in this could be an illusion.
No, for sure, but it's
like, ooh, this is very like multiverse madness.
Yeah. God, I want to see him. I really want to see him in the next not Daredevil, the next Deadpool movie. They talked
Spider-Man, yeah, they're good together. Even in the cartoons where it's not rated R,
yeah,
they're really good together.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I think that like, and I think Ryan Reynolds really wants that too. I think that would be a really good team up for them. I don't know who the bad guy would be in that scenario, but I think we're now getting to the
just
point
team
where,
up.
yeah, I think we're now getting to the point where there's no such thing as a bad guy for one
Deadpool
person
could
anymore.
Go bad.
Yeah, maybe,
Deadpool's
but I don't
riding the line all the time.
Yeah, and that might even be kind of where they start, right? But I think in the end they team up to fight the greater evil type thing, right? They're like, no, this guy's the real problem.
Oh shit!
Nice. See, it's like, why doesn't his I'm wondering, I was like, does his suit not work the way it's supposed to because he's illusioned them out? That is problematic. I almost pulled a crane down on me.
That is problematic.
I was like, I really gotta think about this. Oof.
That one was fake.
Oh. Anthony Edwards.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's back.
This was pretty cool. That would have been a cool thing to have.
Zombie Stark. Like the suit's a zombie.
Yeah. That would have been a cool thing to have in like the trailer.
I forgot that.
If you removed all the green smoke and stuff and you had that thing crawling out after him, that would be like, people would be like speculating all over the place about
like
that.
What the hell?
What the hell? Like,
this is a good scene.
It's a lot going on. I think it's very cool and stylistic, because I mean, something that obviously like Into the Spider-Verse had was just so much style, right? Oh,
whoa!
This is why you don't act out everything in the back, like just in the middle of an open field. Essentially.
Well, they found him. They end a movie. Well, hope you liked your last scene.
I hope nobody in the public sees me now that I'm out in the open like this.
Well, like you said, it was all so good of an illusion. It's just like the real guy.
Yeah. Maybe. It's all fake.
Oh, fuck.
The fake is a fake. This is like Marvel's Inception. Oh, see, now essentially with that helmet thing on, he does have that like motion capture mask thing, essentially. That's pretty cool.
Fucking A. He's a smart guy.
Oh, absolutely. I like that. I just love that environmental thing. Things are falling on you. Is something real that's about to fall on you? Is it fake?
We're going to kill all your friends. Oh, shit.
I forgot about this. I felt like we were actually coming up pretty close to the end of the... I I thought we were getting pretty close to the end of the movie, but there's actually quite a bit.
Yeah, I forgot. I did feel like that was right near there, but that's good because you can't have him just fight once and that be the last fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
So now
Ooh, he's got bloody fingertips.
it's like, okay, he knows he's the bad guy.
I like that. So you got to rumble again.
I've got a real problem with this. Happens a lot.
I got a real problem with your fucking mouth.
And you're not wrong. But no, but it's something that happens a lot in movies that feature trains is people getting on the train from the outside of the train while it's speeding around. I was like, I feel like you're not able to. I guess he's got
Spider-Man.
He's got superpowers and he could probably rip the thing off, but like it seems like everybody just slides the door open like it's no problem.
Yeah, so you can go traveling between cars because somebody's after you. Like some spy, right? So you can walk in between the train cars looking back at them when they catch up.
Yeah.
They can't kill you with everybody around.
Yeah. These are apparently like actual like Dutch comedians and stuff like that they got because they were shooting there and somebody knew them.
No way.
Yeah. That guy looks really familiar, though. He reminds me, he looks like he's from, the UK office
the
or
Netherlands.
Like that.
The train went all the fucking way to the...
Well, yeah, trains go a long way in Europe. A friend of mine, up until very recently, was planning a trip all around Europe, a 2-month-long trip, and then our good friend...
These guys are awesome, eh?
I know.
He's probably talking to his wife. She's pregnant. They're probably always in there.
But
drunk.
Yeah. Night Monkey. Totally got him. Yeah.
Whoa. The Scottish hooligans. Actually, they're Netherland hooligans.
This is Dutch prison for you, right? It's like, okay, we'll honor system, close the door.
They're good boys.
This,
I feel like they're in there all the time.
Yeah, this almost seems racist. It's
Why?
like right outside the jail. Just go. It's like
this.
Welcome to downtown.
What's a phone?
We have one goat. That's more than most of the places.
And an IKEA.
He looks like
the goat works at the IKEA.
The guy who gave him the phone looked like he was just seriously checking out his ass.
He like, does right now. He's like, yeah, I could sell him.
You keep it tight, teenage boy.
I'm
not even going to make an attempt at that one. I think it's real, but...
Block up Langik here.
Yeah, no thanks. Thanks.
You could fit in this cage.
Yeah. This is the worst I need you to come pick me up call that any teenager has ever made, I think. Can you come pick me up? I'm in a country I don't know.
Yo, don't just land in the flowers. What a dick.
I don't think anybody's flying the plane. I think the AI made a bad decision.
Oh my God.
What are you gonna do?
These are probably for the Queen Festival. It's true. Back in the day.
Yeah.
In World War II, the Queen or whatever of the Netherlands wanted the fuck out of there because the Nazis were fucking around.
Yeah.
Canada let her into the country. She had her child there who became the prince or whatever.
Yeah.
So technically he was Canadian. So every year on Canada Day, they send us a shit ton of flowers.
Oh, nice.
But hybrid ones that they make specially just for the occasion. They're fucking beautiful. And they probably just landed in that goddamn field.
We're going to get less flowers because of goddamn Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I'm counting those flowers on July 1st. Yeah. Spider-Man.
Ouch.
I like that. I like the humanity of that too. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of the Wolverine line from the first X-Men movie. Like when they come out, does it hurt? He's like, yeah, every time. When all the claws come out, he's like, yeah. So, because it's something you don't think about.
Him, yeah.
But I like that too because you don't think ornery. Because, yeah, exactly.
So he's so mad when he masturbates. Yeah. The claws could come out at any minute.
But that really tells you something, that's interesting about him because that means, he's going through, immense pain every time he's got to fight.
Yeah.
And without even
screaming and hollering and yelling.
I don't know. I just thought that's how you get amped up.
No way.
Imagine they started kissing you.
I think you want to.
Yeah.
He's like, if I can't get in your aunt's pants, I'll get in yours.
Imagine there's no Tony. Come sit on Happy's lap.
Because he would always sit in Iron Man's lap.
Yeah.
Only with the suit pants on.
Well, yeah. There's something hard underneath me. It's the suit. Don't worry.
You're never going to be Iron Man. Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Nobody could live up to Tony. Tony's the greatest thing
Tony did not like you. He's a nut. Oh.
Picking you.
Well, I mean, but when you go through like Tony's actual like resume of things, so second guessing, if he second guessed everything, he kind of has a pretty good resume overall.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe not second guessing him is a problem. He's like he was the
If he second guessed everything, why shouldn't you second guess everything?
yeah.
Is that the lesson here? To second guess things?
No, it was just that like he's like you're thinking so highly of Tony, but Tony was like he had his flaws, but the one thing he believed in was you type thing. That's where he's getting it. That's what he's getting at too. Give me your phone.
Yeah, they're tulips. You those fuckers.
It would have been better if he said no. He's like, no, I'm not gonna give you my. I like that. It's just nice. He just followed his
head of
Instagram.
security. Your password.
Mm-hmm. Is that still what his job is?
What?
He's still head of security for Stark Industries?
Yeah,
I
he
think he'd
failed.
have gotten a little boost.
Maybe he got fired.
Yeah. Could you imagine this is how he tells them?
Tony's alive. Like Tony's dead. Your job is over now.
Yeah. Nice.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I would say nice.
They when you can design your own clothes in Animal Crossing, it's not this high tech.
Ooh, which one's he gonna go with? Iron Spider?
He's
Oh,
gonna
he's
take
gonna,
this
he's
piece.
gonna
Nope.
mix and match.
Starting my new one. I like this too. This is like kind of the most
Happy's
Peter.
dad watching him, eh? That's
Yeah.
my boy there. Put on them techno gloves.
Yeah. I think that this is it's good too because it makes him be Peter Parker. I love Led Zeppelin, but it makes him be like as the most Peter Parker he is, like using the science and stuff like that. Because I think that's one thing that's kind of missing.
Is this the only song Tony Stark had on his fucking playlist? Like, jeez.
Well, I think it's just the beginning of his playlist. So, and we're never here deep. Like, we don't get to deep cuts, right? We're just like you actually find out that it's mostly the Pointer Sisters after this, but you never get there.
Oh, he was just saying there too. He said, I thought these fucking Kree guys were fucking.
Yeah. I've never heard somebody say EM pulse. I've only ever heard EMP or electromagnetic pulse, but never like it's like saying like AT machine instead of ATM.
Or like automated TM.
Yes, I like that too. You tell so many stories. I like this too because it is a very he's always calling out like that logical kind of crap and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
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 Oh,
what
God,
somebody
she's so
said
good.
he had, why are you taking pictures of people in the bathroom?
Yeah. I like it's a good way to twist it around.
That's like, what's his name? He's like, why don't we just shoot him in the head? He's right here. Why do we have to put him into this thing? Like, just kill him. He's like, come on, you're an idiot. He's like, you don't even understand how this works.
I had a very similar problem with a I know. I feel like this conversation was never meant to be like part of the movie. Like they called cut and JB just walked up to him and he was just giving him like that. He's like, I'm going to give you a life lesson right now.
All right. Oh.
It's that guy. They stuck on that guy for a really long time in that like revelation scene. So you would recognize that it was definitely a bad guy.
Right. Well, they're on to him. They're on to him.
Yeah. I sweeped perimeters, boys.
I'm shocked that he could fool Nick Fury.
I know.
They are good.
Uh-oh. That's another interesting point too. How does like Stark not know, or not Stark? How does Fury not know how to find the Avengers and stuff like that? Right?
How many fucking of these things that got jammed up in there?
At least 6. He's basically going along the same line of planning that the Minions did in the Minions movie.
Oh shit.
Yes, Quentin.
I do dig that they made his helmet kind of like, when he's in the Mysterio form.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool because then it's like
Oh.
he's got like his own like what's the word?
3D
heads up
kind of,
technology
right.
kind of thing. While it's also like projecting around his head, whatever. You're an FOS now.
Shouldn't it be like FOSM?
Well, Spider-Man's hyphenated, so you can get away with it. I think that's how we. Oh
Wow,
that's a very mean thing to say.
You think
that's how all bus drivers
that's
act.
Their every time the bus driver parks at the terminal, he goes, "The kids are in the kill zone."
Do I care if these people make it home safe? Not in the slightest.
He doesn't know Happy?
Yeah.
You would have probably seen him at the funeral.
No, they were like he was sitting. Oh, they were actually on the same porch.
Yeah, like
So, but there's something to that. Again, we point that out for later. This is all foreshadowing. I have a bunch of things that I want to talk about still. Like, it's the first time where I have a ton of stuff in my trivia thing like that I need to talk about, but I can't talk about any of it until the movie's over.
what the hell?
I know, I'm sorry.
Well, the credits are probably gonna be 25 minutes long, so
we'll have
yeah.
time. Use your illusion.
That's what I was talking about before, yo.
How did they not get Guns N' Roses and use your illusion in there? It's a hard thing to say when you're tired.
It's true.
Or if you don't really care.
About saying words correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on myself here. It's not like we've set some kind of bar or something like that.
Oh,
you know
there's a
what I
bar,
mean?
all right. It's just way down there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I step over it to get into my kitchen every day.
Oh, it's Peter Tingle. Oh my god,
Yeah.
what did he just say? Did you just proposition him?
A little bit. I like
Wow,
this
this
too.
is putting it together. Why don't you just slap on the old one? Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't have any of the. Yeah.
Man. I need to, like, the same thing, only it just makes pants because I keep having fucking blowouts all the time.
Yeah, I went through a bad patch of just like ripping up old Navy pants. I remember like one week I tore like 3 pairs of pants. I'm like, what am I doing wrong with pants? Like,
What are you doing in my life? Here's Wind Dude.
you know, you're having a real existential crisis when you think you're wearing pants badly. This is when it feels it feels very like they were just all in a green screen thing. I was kind of excited that like maybe they were actually
Hydro.
on the
I thought he already got Hydro Man done.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, it's going to be all 4 of them now for a mecha attack.
Yeah. Yeah, this is when you have to call the Megazord in.
Oh my fuck.
Because you know, like you always, the Zords always fight the first one and then they make him like super gigantic or whatever.
Whoa.
Oh. He looks good.
It does look damn good.
I think I saw that guy in
Looks
Orlando.
as good as Jake Gyllenhaal in his Mysterio suit.
Nothing looks that good.
Man, like every time you hang out with Peter Parker, you almost die. I'd be like, Peter, man, maybe we could just not spend the summer away.
This is this is kind of another thing I get behind though, and it's something that like every superhero kind of lives with, and like Superman and all that. It's like I have to protect my identity to protect people and stuff like that. So like, why would you not want to be as far away from these people as possible if you give a shit about them, right? Voltron. It's Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
it's representing the 619.
Master of the 619.
He like Hurricane Rana's the giant beast.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Master of the 619 could take these fucking elementals down, no problem. He took down Brock Lesnar.
At 5'1", he can do anything. Or whatever.
Spider-Man's not very big.
Yeah. Yeah. See, he's so you can just see the smugness of him. He's like, he definitely knows something, but he's letting a lot happen for knowing something.
That's part of the plan. He knows Spider-Man. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a fake.
Yeah. Everything's fake all the time. Don't forget
Especially
that.
your orgasms.
Yeah, because nothing comes out, no matter how hard I try.
How much I scream and squeeze.
I think
See ya.
if I really, really tried hard, a sad face emoji might come out.
Oh, you get mad points in the game for doing that many freaking rolls.
Oh, yeah?
That many somersaults.
There's points in that game?
Yeah, for doing
I
tricks.
haven't seen a game with points in since the first pinball game.
Yeah, you get points.
Nice.
Pinball points.
Pinball points. Oh, he's getting... It's like doing really shit acting.
Wait,
now.
he's like,
fuck.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Superman.
I'd be in the like of the opinion. So like they're at this point, they're like, okay, they know something's wrong with the gliders.
Plug it for the Earth's core.
Yeah. There he is. So this is what the inside looks
This
like.
is cool.
It looks like the inside of like
Right, so what I was
Wreck-It
talking
Ralph or
about
some
before,
shit.
right, was it's the opposite.
Yes.
You got to be on the inside.
Yeah.
Now he's drone driving. Woo, drone driving.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is you got
No, it wasn't. Come on.
If only there was something recording right now
Yeah,
where we could play it
prove
back.
it. This does look kind of neat. Where are they right now? Is this just a regular,
This is London.
generic UK or what?
Yeah, they're right by the Tower Bridge. But
Oh.
he's got a very weird. He always has a weird web-related plan. Gonna hit this, then gonna hit this. I'm like, I feel like that was
He's
something.
Spider-Man. Of course, he has a weird web-related
No,
plan.
but you know what I mean.
His main.
But it's always like something really like huge and intricate, but like made up in the exact moment. Like he's like, oh crap, I'm only seeing this for the first time.
Oh,
but
right.
if I web this to this, then this to this, then this to this,
Yeah.
and then I just pull on
You
this,
gotta
it
get
should do
creative
everything.
sometimes.
I like to think that his spidey senses also.
Oh,
like,
and he used the
yeah.
electro thing.
Yeah, because it's like metal filament, like web stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I get it. Oh my god, it's like a flesh-eating bacteria got him. That's when you hear.
Just like a War of the Worlds.
Yeah. That's when you hear Morgan Freeman's voice. It was the virus that took down the monster after everything.
Spider-Man's like, thank God I could never have defeated him. Thank God for that
Yeah.
virus. Oh, I just got like a. Oh.
Uh-oh, Todd's got a goiter.
Oh, I got like a lymph node.
Just like Ezekiel in Walking Dead.
Oh my God.
By the time this comes out, he's probably already dead, though. I don't know what's
And
going on.
then resurrected him back again.
Well, by the time this episode comes out, the season will be finished, so that's probably true. Oh, man.
Oh shit.
No, oh. He does put a lot of, like, he's another guy who I don't think I would like to see him do like a full-blown comedy.
Right.
'Cause
yeah,
he's
he
got-
did Bubble Boy.
Yeah, but he's got the chops to
There
do
were
like
dramatic
a proper.
elements in that film that did
Yeah.
make me kind of misty-eyed.
Oh,
Poor Bubble Boy.
bubble boy. He's always farting in his bubble.
bubble.
But no, he actually appeared very recently on Saturday Night Live, the John Mulaney episode. John Mulaney always does this one like sketch that it's a big, it's a musical based on a gross place to be in New York. And this time they did LaGuardia Airport,
Right.
And Jake Gyllenhaal just showed up in it, playing guy who shows up in his pajamas. At like the airport, and so he's just walking around and he's singing and stuff. But also, we talked about it before with Chris Evans, but Jake Gyllenhaal is potentially rumored to play Seymour in the
and the Little Shop of
Little
Horrors
Shop of Horrors
remake.
So I mean, that would be a fun thing to take a look at. Not just because there'd just be a couple of fucking hunks going at it. And
couple of hunks going at it. That's exactly what I type into the computer when I get home from
all
the
I need
show.
is Chris Hemsworth to play Audrey 2 and go, feed me.
I'll feed you, all right.
Into the vault. He's thinking about something at the
Fine,
very
it's
least.
fake. Don't even run.
Yeah.
What
No,
are you running
those
for?
are not fake. The drones aren't.
Step out there, Joe, and see.
Yeah,
I'll stay right here.
You would. All right. Well, you wouldn't put me in harm's way. I get juiced like fucking the guy from RoboCop in the Ed 209.
That poor bastard.
Yeah, no, but yeah,
At least it was a fast death.
yeah, these guys project fake things, but they're the reason that things explode and stuff like that when they get hit because they're
Nobody
like
fart.
shooting missiles and whatever bullshit.
Don't even. No queefing either.
Yeah. It's a weird little moment. You don't see anybody.
I know it's rare. It's very like Jurassic Park or something where they're being chased
know.
by the.
Oh.
Holy fuck!
I feel like that wouldn't have been enough.
Bing, 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 bing. Oh
He's
my
gonna-
God! Thank God! Look at nobody gets shot. He's Captain America. That.
That was he just asked me how his kept. That was fantastic.
I forgot that scene.
So did I.
That was a good scene.
I remember laughing really hard at that though when seeing that in the theater.
You know the shit blowing up.
People love exploding things in movies to the point where the cars come flying off the ground.
Yeah.
Like, that always looks like it's right out of, like, Independence Day or some shit.
It's true.
Ooh, we should do that for our July 4th movie this year.
The new Independence Day.
No, God, no. I've never been so...
I never even saw it.
I didn't even have a high bar for that movie. Like, I was like, it's probably not going to be as, like it's probably not going to have like what the original had, you know, as far as whatever. It's like they're going to try and do some upgraded whatever, and it's not going to be great. And it was that, but then at the very end, they were so hard setting up a sequel.
Oh, shit.
Because basically this other alien comes and it's like, we're going to help you. Like, we're going to give you their location and give you more technology so you can defeat them. And then, like, they're all, like, looking at each other and it's like, we're going to take the fight to them. And they're basically all like...
Is this the movie?
Yeah. And they're all like, yeah. And they, like, basically it's a big high five, like, freeze frame at the end of them going, like, we're going to do it. And then they never got a sequel because the movie bombed so hard. So there's nothing like a movie that is telling you so adamantly that there's going to be a sequel. That it makes me so happy.
Like that other alien one with the High Rise or whatever it was called.
Oh,
what the hell was the name of that movie?
Yeah. With dude from Scrubs is in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Attack the Block.
No,
that wasn't Attack the Block. Sorry.
Attack the Block's an awesome movie.
Oh God.
Spider-Man's getting wailed on. This is a good scene.
Yeah. Illusion almost back up, but at this point, I know it would be hard because you still have to make sense of a lot of things when the illusion's there. You know it's fake, but you know there's real things in there, so it'd be hard to like figure shit out.
Yeah, how is he going to spin this one?
Spin this web.
Oh. Tangled web we weave. Oh, he lost his shooters like in the end, like in the middle of every one of the comics.
Yeah.
Or the old cartoon. He'd be like falling from something super high and he'd be like, oh, my webs. They're out. Yeah. And then it comes back from commercial break and he just clicks in a new thing and then
good, I have a new web.
Yeah.
There's nothing to me like the low stakes cliffhangers and things like that. That's always garbage. There was a great story I heard. Conan was telling this story about, I can't remember the name of the writer. He's a writer on Conan or whatever. And he was working on this project with some people, but it included Christopher Guest. And they're like, Christopher Guest is like comedy royalty and a genius, and he's not a fuck around comedian. He's not a guy who's going to be all goofy on set and stuff like that. He's like got a plan and all that. So this guy kept doing like goofy shit on set, and he would just like keep reacting. He's like, what are you doing? And just like kind of move forward, like, all right, let's go do this funny thing now. And he did that, and I guess they were in like the video village where they like watch the sets and all the monitors are there and stuff. And so he's sat there with like in a director's chair, and then so the guy in question wheels up like a garbage can and then sits in it and just falls in. So he's just legs and arms up. And Christopher Guest looks at him, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he just looks at him and he goes, "Like me." And that's how I feel all the time. Is my point.
Oh, we got
Skyline
him.
is the end.
Skyline, what a film. This was like, there's going to be an epic sequel.
That movie actually was shot in the director's apartment, too. That was his place.
Oh my God, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, they shot that thing for nothing. That movie even predated, I think, like crowdfunding, so they couldn't get anything else. It would have been Yeah. Yeah, sure, okay. Oh. Yeah, right.
Whoa.
Oh, wait a minute. And then you just see he reaches out and he grabs him. He's like, wow, you have no faith in me.
Come on, get that tingle, baby.
He even closes his eyes.
Woo!
This is cool. I like this scene a lot for exactly the reason he never uses his spider. Like the only time his spider sense even comes into play in any of the movies is in Infinity War when you see his hair stand up on his arm.
That is awesome.
Yeah. That's cool.
Gotta use. See, that's the classic Spider-Man right there, man. Is the Spidey senses.
Exactly. I love his desperation and stuff like that. Like that's something I think that bad guys, they get angry in these things when things aren't going their way, but he knows he's at the point where he's fucked. He's just like, I'm gonna lose. I gotta do something. And he's panicking instead of like Thanos being like, destroy everything.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
It's an illusion. Don't believe it.
Yeah. Actually, I think it ends up being that now that you say it, but I don't remember.
It probably is. Don't believe anything in this one, baby.
Exactly.
DTA, don't trust anybody.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, at the very end of the movie, Tom Holland's like, "You think I'm actually Spider-Man?" And it just all like goes away.
And it's Ben Mendelsohn.
No, it's Tobey Maguire.
Oh my God.
That would have been a very funny.
Oh,
You
son of a bitch, eh?
That's pretty badass. That was really
He's
bad.
gonna blow his head right off right there. What a bad guy.
It's interesting because there's that's something that was a little bit of a hole here because he literally just gave all the protocols over. Like, would he not, like, how is he able to access?
Tony Stark
all
put
that
a backup thing in there once
Yeah.
Spider-Man comes on. If a bad guy ever gets it, once it recognizes the voice of a good guy, it will override the system.
I might be also misunderstanding the way they explained it and stuff too, though, right? Like, it's the kind of thing where he is the primary guy, but he can give control to another person.
You probably are.
But yeah.
I'm
pretty good
the
about
tech guy. I can't even set up a fucking computer. There's like 3 cords. You know, like what am I doing?
I stuck 2 of them in my asshole. Now what? Stick the third one in?
I felt like the program started.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to working from home. This is a thing right now, actually, all this COVID stuff and the working from home of it all. I'm going to be off for a while, too. I've got my vacation coming up after that because I didn't unbook my Disney days, so I'm going to go into a deep fucking depression.
Oh, my God.
Deep depression.
No, let's You're going to need to come.
You're going to need to come and record with me like a few times during that time because it's right before,
man. Fucking A.
Because it's right before you leave for the other job.
Yes. Hopefully.
Yeah.
God, please let this happen.
Well, it's like you were saying, if people live on that island.
But they might just run the one boat.
Oh, yes, I see.
Man, this movie has to end. My fucking ass. My perineum is fucking murdering me right now.
Yeah.
My fucking balls.
We got to get you a pillow.
Yeah, I should have brought one.
Get it done.
I need a big hemorrhoidal donut.
Get you a big donut.
And I have to sit pantsless.
Oh,
Marlon Brando style.
Never, when you see somebody that destroyed, like he's like bloody,
Yeah, maybe
and he's
not
limping,
hug them, crush hug them, like a death hug.
like almost jump, like just jump at him. I'm just like, no, you come here and go, are you okay? Bring them into you because they need to lean on something right now, and then maybe like let him cup your butt.
Killed him.
That. Yeah,
killed us. Is that his first kill? Well, no, he was killing some aliens.
Yes, but
killed some Chitaris or whatever they were, right?
But he's never killed a person who he like bonded with.
Or I don't think he's ever killed a human.
Yeah, we'll see.
The sweaty guy.
He works for you or something. Oh, it's all broke. So I like that thing too. He mentions it in the thing. He's like, "You like the black dahlia?" She loves the black dahlia. It's her favorite flower because of the murders, or because of the murderer. Sorry, the black dahlia.
That's what happens when you're a hero, kid.
What? Yeah, I'm so sorry right now, man. Yeah, he's like, I was dating Iron Man just before this.
Yeah, she was his student.
Could you imagine if they just decided to come out, like, say they were trying to like besmirch people for leaving the MCU?
Besmirch them.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, it's
Stark's a pedophile.
Well, no, but this is a big thing they do. I was just reading a big article. It was about like embarrassing ways they've killed off characters and stuff like that because they were like jerks. It was like Jay Thomas in Cheers. He got like crushed by a Zamboni.
That's amazing.
And then
I thought what's his name's death was pretty awful. We're Buddy from there. That's right. You could do better than that, Buddy.
Yeah, they did that to somebody from
what's
Lost.
his name? He died because there was like pigeons shitting in the roof of his. I think it was NYPD Blue.
Yeah, so something
there
like
was
that.
like a bunch of pigeons shitting up in the roof of his place, and it was all toxic, and he died. By breathing in bird shit.
I don't think it was NYPD Blue, but I don't remember, so we'll just go with NYPD Blue because I can't correct you if I've got nothing
Dennis
better.
Farina.
Yeah. Wasn't that Dennis Franz?
Dennis Franz. They're the same guy, pretty
Boom.
much.
I found a way to correct you. life is balanced again. I gotta go. You know what this is. The coded message. The wink in the camera. He's like, and I would have been great if you had the awkward question. Can you
Not
wink?
true. He had 0 doubts.
Yes. Yeah. I like what we're
Punch
happy.
him.
Yeah, I like where Happy has landed.
Motherfucker, here, what?
That's amazing. I feel like that's how Sam Jackson would be. Like if he told me, hey, give me your number, I'll call you sometime. I'm like, no, I'll call you. Don't you worry about it. Really? That's how this is fucking gonna be?
I don't even think
I would never hear from him again.
What?
Yeah. If I had any opportunity to be friends with Samuel L.
They
Jackson.
probably love that scene where he kind of looks back at him like, don't you fuck with me,
I know.
motherfucker. And he's just like, whatever.
I love that. It's so ballsy to just have those out all the time too, eh?
I remember going to the airport after I was on a boat.
Yeah.
And I came out of the doors and there's like a person with a sign that says like, hey, welcome home, so-and-so. And I came out like, I was like, oh, thank. And then it was like, wasn't for me. And I was just like, oh. And then I like walked and they loved it. Eh? They were like,
that's amazing. I remember I had to, the last time I had to pick somebody up at an airport was my wife when we were still dating. Like it was a long, long time ago. Now I just go to airports because I'm a fucking baller. But I had to go pick her up. It was after, so I worked a day shift. So I was up at 4 a.m, worked till 7 p.m. Then I went to this place. She was landing there at 10. So I had to like kill 3 hours at the Pearson Airport in Toronto. But then on top of that, oh, my dad doesn't love me.
could mother not make it?
I know. But then there was like a lightning storm, so Carrie couldn't get off of the she couldn't get off the plane because of the
Lost what
lightning
you were
storm.
saying when you saw Hot Aunt May there.
Yeah, I actually was distracted. I'm like, is she wearing bell bottoms?
I know. I was thinking that too. She got this funky 70s style still, eh?
She's wearing weird bootcut jeans, but yeah, so anyways, yeah, there was this lightning storm, so she couldn't get off. So I was sitting there till like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And then finally they're like, okay, they're getting off. And I was going to go meet her at like baggage claim. They're like, no, you can't go there. And I'm just like, oh, this is the fucking worst. I was waiting and the whole airport was closed pretty much the entire time I was there. So I couldn't even like go browse around in stores or something or like buy a magazine or something to kill some time. Like it was just the worst. Oh.
They're trying to explain that they're like banging.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just doing some on top of the clothes stuff right now.
See, this shit right here in the game is so killer.
Yeah. Then he just did like the selfie or something like that. Yeah. There you go.
That is like in the game.
Yeah. That was like on purpose apparently. That's a lot.
That's cool. Suit's a little blacker, I think.
Yes, they did.
Than it normally is.
Yeah, this is this new version of the suit. Yeah. Don't text and swing. I like that. He's not wrong. It's safety first, right?
I agree. What kind of precedents are you setting here, Spider-Man?
That's one thing.
Could you imagine that being in New York and seeing Spider-Man swing by?
It's one thing I really appreciate about the Marvel things, though, is the Marvel things appeal. Like, I love that building. That's so gorgeous.
It's a real building, eh?
Yeah, I think so. But like everything takes place in the real world. So I like everything feels like it has real world stakes. You can't tell me like when they're like trying to make like a cheeky reference to like the Flash. And they're like, oh, yeah, something's going on in Star City. The second they say Star City, I'm like checked out. I'm like, what is this fucking Pokemon?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. This was another one of the behind the scenes things we saw like leading up in the Blu-ray menu, leading up to the Blu-ray menu there was. They actually swung
looking.
I know. It's very dangerous. That's also how
good for you, John Watts. Good film.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
like that one.
And you know that everybody's happy with it because it's the exact same director and writing team. It's like the Russos and the McFeely, Marcus and McFeely there. Like they did so many Marvel movies now because it's like every one they did was fucking gold. Why would you change that team?
Does Black Panther 2 come out before the next Spider-Man?
Yes.
I have this feeling like Spider-Man 3 is going to have Black Panther in it.
That would be
because
cool.
It's Kraven the Hunter.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think something's going to happen in Black Panther 2 where Spider-Man's there and he's going to be, you know, in the jungles or something.
That's cool. I like that theory. Something I didn't mention during the last episode, we're talking about the Russos. Apparently the Russos said they have no intention of like returning to do an MCU movie unless they could get an X-Men movie.
Oh, I remember hearing that, yeah.
And I was like, that would be pretty badass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Can you imagine, say, like, take like 5 years off or something like that, and they're like, okay, we're going to start to... Like, they'll tease X-Men and Fantastic Four in these after the credits things and stuff like that. I guess there's a lot of rumors that you're going to start seeing bits of that start to sneak in. But it would be really cool to, work all... To, like... have them work that in, and then those guys be the guys to actually bring them. I have so much.
X-Men are my 1,000 percentile favorite.
Yeah.
And I'm dying to see them, especially from Marvel. And, oh, yeah. So what's all your things you had to wait to the credits?
No, we're still not there because it's like
fuck.
It's like the post-credit-y stuff that's happening. It didn't get revealed yet.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about I can't even remember which... isn't there like 5 after-credit scenes in this one?
I think there's 2. We'll find out. Here comes the first one in just a moment.
I hope my life has an after-credit scene.
It would be pretty cool if the next Into the Spider-Verse, because they are doing another one, if they were able to get this Spider-Man as well.
Tom Holland.
Yeah. Because they've already they've announced a bunch of other ones. There's like this Korean Spider-Man who like has like really like racist eyes, like his eyes, like, you know, the shape that they are, but they're like
about that.
They're more like squinty and stuff. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? You made this. This is a great scene. This blew, like, I yelled out, and my wife looked at me. She's like, "What's the big deal?" And I'm like, "You don't understand." Here we go. We're about to get it. This breaking news. I didn't realize that they'd be loud speakers, but this is the best. That looked like Pat Sajak on first glance. Now it's not.
Oh shit.
What? This is fantastic. What a great fuck you to him, hey? He's like, oh, Spider-Man's the bad guy. Oh. Just using the special effects. It's cool because then you have to assume that they had that plan in place.
Oh yeah, just in case it all went south, right?
Here's from the Daily Bugle. Blew
fuck.
my mind. J.K. Simmons back on Spider-Man. He's the only person who can be J. Jonah Jameson. He is the only one.
It's his voice in the game too.
Is it?
Yeah, totally.
He loves doing this so bad. He actually wanted to do it like the second they started talking about Spider-Man and stuff. He was like, he wanted to be back, but they had no plans for him yet. So that's why he did DC.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So both movies now have ended with what the fuck at the end.
Oh shit.
And that's not even this twist I was thinking about. We got to get to the other one still. Peter Billingsley, who was famously in A Christmas Story and is a good friend of Jon Favreau and all that, was in this again. He played the role. He apparently had played the role before in the MCU. I couldn't remember where he was in.
What role?
I don't even know the name of the guy.
Now everybody knows who Spider-Man is. He's going to have to go hide in the Avengers Tower now or something.
See, this is the only thing this is something that I actually find bothersome, because that was the thing I hated. Like, most people who talk about the original the original Spider-Man trilogy, they loved, like, they were like, Spider-Man 2 is the shit. And I'm like, I hated Spider-Man 2 because like the entire city saw his face during that one.
Oh yeah, that's true. The Sam Raimi one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was so mad at that one.
We won't tell anyone.
And that was exactly. And I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter.
The same.
I was like, you can't, like, if you all know, it's too fucking late. Like, you know what I mean?
We will all keep our mouths shut like good citizens. Yeah, you're not telling me that one of them would at least be like, hey man, it's this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it will break down. Nobody can play the goddamn game.
No.
Nobody keeps it. You know, you got to tell somebody.
For sure. It's like, in this, for like friggin' social media world, probably like, if 1,000 people saw it, like 850 of them will have already tweeted it or Instagram.
Oh, hells yes.
Snapchatted it or Tindered it. Can you Tinder things at people?
Snap. Oh yeah, I do all the time.
Nice.
Fucking A, man. Fucking A, man.
Most people haven't seen my face, but they've all seen my dick.
It also has a Spider-Man mask on.
Yeah. Todd's not even trying to meet anybody on there. He's just literally anybody who will swipe right on him. He just instantly send a dick pic.
You know what I love? I love,
you've been donged.
I love you've been donged. I love no, because they have to like say hey or whatever, right? You have to match.
Yeah, I don't really.
I love because like you're like, I just will get into like a swiping right. Just like whatever. Here, I'm just swiping right. And then they'll throw a dude in. Every now and then there's a dude.
Nice.
I think it's just to make sure that you're paying attention. I'm like, the fuck is there a guy in here all of a sudden?
Well,
I was like, no.
It's either that
left. I have gone right on a couple too because
Yeah.
I've been in the real.
Yeah. Going on a second date with one. It was nice.
Nice guy.
He paid. What the hell?
I had to give him some.
The best boy is Harry Gay. He for sure was the best boy.
Oh my lord, Harry Gay, the best boy.
Poor guy. They didn't even give him a chance. There's no way he was gonna be. There's no way he was gonna be key grip in that situation.
Harry boy. Holy Christ, where's the scene?
Do you think that Tom Holland ever got got an ego trip going and saw Harry Gay and he's like, you get over here. You tell them who the best boy really is. I'm the best boy. I'm a better boy than you.
So New York's got lots of heroes.
Yes.
Who would you rather meet, all 4 Ninja Turtles or Spider-Man?
Ooh.
I see Ninja Turtles. Fucking Ninja Turtles. Eat pizza with them.
The only reason I say like this is the first time that they even like enter my consciousness, right? This is the first time I'm seeing the Ninja Turtles if I meet them and hang out with them.
Yes.
Then I say Spider-Man only because I know my brain would fucking turn inside out. Like, oh my God, Monster Turtles, like I couldn't wrap myself around it fast enough.
That's why I want to meet them, because I think that they're more of an attraction than Spider-Man would be.
Yeah.
Just the look of them, like...
I'd love to get some cool stories about him, fighting
you might even be able to fight the foot or something with him.
I don't want to fight the foot. I just want to hear some stories.
No way, I'm going to kick ass with the turtles, man.
I was like, the only bad guy henchmen I feel confident that I could fight are the putties from the Porno Rangers. From the Power Rangers.
The putties. Those guys were great.
Yeah. They were basically...
Why even send those guys?
Yeah. But I liked them because if you kicked them,
they're
sparks
in a
came out. Yeah.
Or every time they'd punch like some dust, dust would come off to show you they really gave it to them. That one went... Phew.
Yeah, I know. Like the putties, I feel like should have been a tool of the Power Rangers. Like they use them like Kato in the Pink Panther, where he's like, was it Kato?
Yeah,
yeah,
or whatever his name was. Yeah, buddy. When he comes in, he attacks him.
Yeah, and so he just like has him constantly coming in. That's what the putties should have been, because that's all they were to them. It was like, oh, the putties. There was no like. There was never any illusion that is like, oh, we're gonna send the putties and that'll take out the Power Rangers.
I never understood why they always do the same thing. They're like, we're kicking their ass, now let's grow giant! Yeah. And then they grow giant, and then with one swipe of their Megazord sword, the guy's dead.
Every time, too, with every version.
Like, what? I'm like, fuck, man. I've been 150th time. You're going to try the same technique?
Yeah. And did I just hear Bryan Cranston's voice again? Yeah, you did. You did hear Bryan Cranston's voice again.
Oh, Lord.
Now we're getting into there's some Dutch names in there. Jonathan Olkenhoven.
He's good. He's good at what he does.
Do you know why I say random names on here? I don't even say them to make fun of them. Just like the 1 in 10 trillion chance that one person is listening to this show and it's the first time their name has ever been mentioned. Like aloud for one of these things. Yeah, they're in the credits, but like people walk out during the credits
or
just turn
team,
off.
Right?
Yeah. Ooh, crafty.
That is one thing that they did with Marvel. Now you gotta stay to the end. You're forced to stay and watch the credits.
Oh, it's so funny.
There's a way to...
My favorite thing is when everybody, because you can see people in certain movies and it'll happen and then they're like, are we getting up? Are we? Sorry, they're not getting up. Sorry. I think they might know something. And then we're all sitting there and then the lights come on and the people are begging you to fucking leave and you're still all just, I don't know, this guy might be a decoy. He might
the
be
lights might go back down and then there's the scene.
Yeah. If that happens, I'm going to fucking...
Oh, Dolly Parton wrote Done Writ.
Yeah.
I Will Always Love You.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh yeah, she wrote that. Also, let's give a little.
Lots of tunes.
Let's give a little R.I.P. to Kenny Rogers, who just passed away.
Oh, the gambler!
Yesterday,
His last
2 days
gamble.
ago, as we record this. So finally his face got too tight for his body or whatever happened.
It's the wood that makes it good. He-Man.
There was like some He-Man action figures in like the background or something like that. Yeah, everything has to get a credit if it exists. I feel like certain things
the credits are so goddamn long now.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it, right?
Jesus
it's like,
Christ.
He-Man always showing up in the background.
Taking up a whole extra line.
Yeah.
Oh, the Australian government.
Yeah, the Czech Republic, Quebec.
Oh, wow. They're just getting as many as they can, eh?
I never understood
Production services tax credit.
Yep.
Fuck, like, give me a tax credit. Well, what the fuck do they need? Every movie they come out with makes $1 trillion. I'm sure they can pay for the goddamn thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You didn't do the movie. You didn't do a movie in Quebec, nor do you live in Quebec, so you get no tax credits.
Dare you?
Sony Pictures, a greener world.
Yeah, right.
Sustainable efforts made a difference. What's sustainable? You
Are they
destroyed the
telling
city.
us that?
Yeah.
That sustainable efforts have made a difference.
Yeah.
Not what they did.
So here we go. The final after the credits. Come on.
I don't remember this one.
Come
It's
on.
not even here. You made it up.
No, I didn't make it up. There it is. So this is the big twist at the end. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I had no idea this was coming. Oh.
Boom.
Scroll action.
Whoa.
And Ben Mendelsohn comes back for this little bit. But here's why we had a lot of problems, or not a lot of problems, but like a lot of foreshadowing. So he says at one point, Nick Fury says, he's from Earth, but not your Earth. He doesn't say not our Earth, because he's not from Earth. Also, the very first line, he calls him Nick. Nobody calls him Nick. Everybody calls him Fury.
Right.
What else?
So what, they were just faking it?
But not only were they faking it.
Oh, they were supposed to just give the glasses to him.
Not only were they faking it for this movie, the ongoing theory that appears to be confirmed is that Nick Fury has been a Skrull since like after the first Avengers movie. And the reason being, because remember, the Skrulls came in the 90s. So they believe that after the original Avengers are assembled, he leaves so then Ben Mendelsohn is taking over those Avengers as Nick Fury, and he is here dealing with this, which is actually Alpha Flight, not the team, but the defense thing, which is actually starting up like the Avengers Galactic or the Marvel Galactic. So he is in charge of Marvel Galactic and has been for some time.
Look at all the scrolls and everything.
There's another thing that, and this is what like goes. This is where you get a little bit of a, did they do this on purpose or not type thing. But one thing that they point out on purpose in Captain Marvel is how he hates his toast cut diagonally, but in Avengers 2 his toast is cut diagonally. And so like I think that they may not have thought of that at the time, but then they're like, this is going to be like a thing that we're just going to throw in so they can look back and realize he's been not him.
He's been a Skrull
for quite some time. What other
that
things?
That is cool.
And then the reason that he would trust Quentin Beck so easily speaks to him not being Nick Fury.
He wasn't Fury.
And then the fact that he doesn't know where the Avengers are also speaks to Fury. Oh, we got another post-credit scene. I forgot about this one.
Holy shit. I told you there's like 5. This is
no. This is what is this? I think this is outtakes maybe. Oh no. This is another one. Your last day near. What are we talking about? You need some guy in the chair. Oh no, this is a short film called to do this. We need to end this.
Okay,
episode.
it's over. Yes, I agree.
Okay.
But what the hell is this?
All right, this is a short film. It just went right into it. It didn't go back to the menu.
This is another 20-minute end credit scene.
It is. Essentially. So anyways, that's it for this episode. If we're ignoring what the Blu-ray's making us do. We're done with Marvel again for a little while.
Holy shit, we did it.
We're going to let another group of them
gather up.
We'll get like Black Widow and Eternals.
Oh, let's get a couple years.
Yeah. At least till the next Spider-Man anyway, so that should be like 4 or 5 movies.
Come on.
So until then, next week, guys, back with a Coming Attractions episode. I think I'm not looking at the calendar right now, but we'll be back. Either way, we'll be back with you guys next week.
Damn right.
And we're very excited about that. Find us at miscastcommentary.com. Find us podcast at miscastcommentary.com is the email. Twitter at miscastpodcast. I'm at JK Finley. Todd's at miscasttodd. Instagram at miscastcommentary, and I'm at JK Finley there. And that's it for this episode, guys. I got nothing else for you.
Keep it super, baby.
You stayed through enough post-credit scenes and then to a fake post-credit scene. We're in a post-credit scene. We're so close to going meta here that like Ferris Bueller's about to come out and send us home. So
only to know his voiceover will.
Yeah. So until next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Later.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.